can't believe we have to make this commercial.
It's ridiculous.
You'll think it's ridiculous too. Listen to this.
This commercial is about, well, it's about parents being rude at high school athletic events.
Ridiculous, right?
It gets worse. Studies show more than 75% of new high school officials are quitting because of bad adult behavior.
So now there's a shortage of refs here in Idaho, in almost all sports.
No officials means no more games.
Is that what you want for us?
Come on, parents.
It's time to grow up.
Cheer for your team.
Be proud of your children.
But stop being so ridiculous.
And don't make us run another commercial.
Because we will.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association, reminding you to always practice good sportsmanship.
Welcome to the Ryerson Family Backyard Games. There will be obstacles to face and challenges to overcome. Are you ready?
Hard path isn't always easy. It takes courage and determination to do hard things. Quitting tobacco and vaping is possible.
You decide when. We'll show you how. Learn more at projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Former regional champ and back in training.
That's commitment.
Ow!
Oh, tough start. This is not as easy as it used to be, folks.
And she's off, obviously pushing through some pain.
Every muscle is begging her to stop. How's she doing this?
I'm not even sure she knows.
Look at her go. And stop.
Come on.
And go again.
It's literally the home stretch. Whoa!
She made it. Feel the elation.
What fuels that kind of fire?
I am Kevin, and I'm from Idaho Falls. It's important for the disabled to be vaccinated because of COVID. I chose to be vaccinated because I didn't want to be sick or in the hospital. Getting the vaccination, my experience was painless and worth it. It was a very wise choice.
Look at that. The unmistakable swagger of someone fully covered with health insurance through Your Health Idaho for as low as $0 a month. If you're as speechless as I am right now, say nothing. Health yeah! Enroll by December 15th and you could qualify for quality health insurance starting at $0 a month.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Boise, Idaho. We are live atop Albertson Stadium for tonight's 2022 Idaho High School State Football 5A Championship. Lucas Gephardt and Ryan Luke live here for IdahoSports.com. Logan Green down on the sideline for us tonight as well. We'll check in with him as we go along tonight. Tournament coverage of this IdahoSports.com game stream production is presented by Project Filter, Your Health Idaho, the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, the Idaho Transportation Department, also brought to you in part by Valley-wide Cooperative and your local Toyota dealers. Several power boosters and local advertisers on board with us tonight. We'll get to them in a minute. But Ryan, we got to get to this game right now. Meridian entering tonight as a perfect 11-0. They cruise through the 5A SIC. Wins in the playoffs over Eagle, Middleton, and last week Mountain View. That game 34-10 in the state semifinals. The only thing missing from this perfect resume is a state championship tonight. It would be their first since 2007.
Yeah, and they walked through these playoffs. Not only did they walk through the playoffs, but they walked through the regular season. They had a couple of tests early. They played Eagle the first game of the season, week 0, and it wasn't even a contest. They played Eagle at the bookending it at the end of the season when they played him in for the SIC championship. Demolished them. They played other teams along the way, and ultimately, at the end of the day, you're seeing a number 1 seed. You're seeing a very powerful Meridian team coming in as the number 1 team in the state, playing what was or has been number 1, number 2, number 3 team in Rigby, and both of these teams very deserving of being here tonight.
Rigby, on the other hand, entering tonight 10-2 overall. The losses, a 1-point loss to Highland, 43-42 on the road. The other loss to American Fork, 13-7. American Fork, a very good team out of Utah. This Rigby team, they've had to go on the road. This now their 3rd consecutive trip to the Treasure Valley here tonight. They had to go on the road. They beat Eagle. They went on the road. They beat Rocky. And now they're back in the state championship for the 4th year in the row. Rigby is the defending state champion with the win over Highland in last year's state championship game.
Yeah, and this is a weathered team. I mean, this is a very, very experienced team, and is experienced from the starting line, offensive line, from their offense to the defense. They don't reload. They reload. They don't restart. They don't reboot. They keep bringing players back over and over. So interestingly enough, a lot of these kids were freshmen playing on state championship teams. We're going to the state championship, these Rigby Trojans, and here they are their senior year, and they're playing again in the state championship. Now, you did mention a couple of things. This is a team that has played on the road every week of the playoffs, every week, and they've done very well. In fact, they've done so well that they've come into this team. They played the number 2 team in the state, which was Rocky, and Rocky was a formidable opponent. They were my pick. I thought it was going to be a Meridian Rocky championship game, but here we are with Rigby, and they've proved themselves. And so I need to eat a little bit of crow here on this one, Lucas, in picking Rocky, but I'll be honest with you, that was a coin toss at that point. And you mentioned a little bit about the American Fork team. That is a 6A team in terms of size-wise down there in Utah, and they lost to them, and it was a close game. So a respectable, honorable loss, if you'll call it that.
Yeah, lost that game 13-7. We'll take this opportunity to thank some of our local advertisers on board with us tonight. We want to thank Howell Orthodontics in Meridian. They're welcoming patients of all ages with their family-friendly atmosphere. From ages 7 years old, first orthodontics consultation, all the way to teenage braces, all that stuff, all the way up to even if mom and dad need to get looked at, they could take care of it. Take care of you at Howell Orthodontics. They will keep you smiling through all of your appointments. They make paying for your treatments a breeze by offering low-down and 0% interest financing. Browse their website to learn more about the braces treatment solutions, even about their awesome team members. Go to HowellOrthodontics.com and see how Howell Orthodontics creates smiles worth celebrating. We also want to thank Steve's Hometown. The Steve's Hometown dealerships are proud supporters of Idaho High School Football State Playoffs. Steve's Hometown Toyota in Ontario, Hometown Motors in Weiser, and Hometown in Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in Fruitland are just a short drive to savings from anywhere in the Treasure Valley. The Steve's Hometown dealerships, where customer satisfaction is their number 1 goal. Steve's Hometown wishing the hometown team tonight, that's obviously Meridian just down the road here, the best of luck here in the state playoffs. All right. We're getting ready for the coin tosses. Rigby is going to be on the near side as we see it up here at Albertson Stadium. They're going to be wearing, obviously, their visiting white uniforms. Why not? It's been good luck for them as they have gone on throughout these state playoffs. Meridian, the home Blues tonight, both teams walking out for the coin toss.
Yeah, and both of these teams bring, and we talk about it, they bring a very strong team. Meridian, they played in the semifinals last year and actually lost to the same Rigby team in triple overtime, and it was just, coin toss on that one too, who could have won this game. So they are familiar with each other in the playoffs. Both of them play these are 2 different teams, Lucas, if we look at them. And let's talk about Meridian first of all. They bring a very stout, hard-nosed defense. led by number 7, and that's the middle linebacker, senior Nate Reynolds. And he has just played a phenomenal year this year. He is he'll play both sides of the ball. Not only that, he's the punter. He'll play on kickoff. He's Captain America for this team. And he is the heart and soul of the defense. But he's surrounded by multiple players who are looking to play at the next level. And these guys bring this stout defense, giving up just a little over 7 points a game. 7 points a game. And then bringing it back to and then offensively, they run somewhat of a wing tee. They run a lot of motion, a lot of counters, and they'll run some option type stuff out of it. But then they're not afraid to drop back and spread you out. And they'll run some of these speedy receivers downfield. And they're good at their big hit plays. They're good at them. And when I say that, they run a lot off of play action, and they'll hit you with a big deep one. Just as they're lulling you to sleep, hitting you up for 7-8 yards at a time, all of a sudden they'll play action. Everybody's sucked up in the box, and they see a man downfield. The safety's not expecting it, and they'll run under that. All
right, the coin toss has concluded. It looks like Rigby is going to get the ball first. At this time, we're going to welcome in the third member of our broadcast team, Logan Green, who's standing sideline. Logan, what are you seeing and hearing down there? Well, maybe not. Logan, what are you seeing and hearing down there? Maybe we have you now. Nope, no go.
No go. Well. Looks like he's trying. He's trying.
That's all right. We tried it out. All right, we're ready for some state championship football here tonight. The Warriors of Meridian kicking things off. They'll set this thing up at the 35-yard line. They will be kicking from left to right as we see it up here in the press box overlooking the blue. We're under the lights here tonight. Cannot beat an atmosphere like this.
Yeah, it can't be. It's Friday Night Lights. I mean, we're playing it on a Friday night, which is it's a spectacle to behold. And a lot of these kids playing in a Division I, a big-time college football stadium, and it shows. You look around, the lights are bright, the field's fantastic. You're in the middle of this, the state capital of the state where you live and you play, and it couldn't be any better of an atmosphere tonight. Now, if I'm Rigby, I'm glad I get the ball because I'm going to run out my strength against this Meridian strength, which is their defense. And depending on this drive, how it goes, this will be a tone setter for the rest of the game. If Meridian can hold back this offense and keep them in check, Meridian has a chance to roll in this game. But if Rigby can get out there and they can move the ball downfield quite effectively and hit these plays, and again, they're not huge chunk plays. They will hit you every once in a while, but they're very effective at that 7 to 9 yard gain.
Yeah, Isaac Vargas has this thing teed up. The wind blew it off the tee, so he's going to jog back up to the 40-yard line, re-tee this thing up. Again, Vargas kicking off from left to right, has it teed up at the 40-yard line between the hash marks, more towards the near side than the hash. So waiting the opening kick here from the blue. Vargas has it teed up, trots up, and we're underway. Short kick. It takes it off a hop, Rigby does, and falling at the 27-yard line. It's kind of a squib kick type of thing there for Meridian. So Rigby will have the ball at the 27 to start things out.
Yeah, ball at the 27. And what we can expect from the Rigby offense here, they run a spread. They have some elusive runners in the backfield. They are not incredibly large or big up front, but a very technical blocking team. So they'll kind of seal you off on one way and let their backs find ways. But Luke Flowers, the potential Division I quarterback, he has an offer from University of Arizona. He's back there to quarterback this thing, and he is dynamite. He doesn't turn the ball over often.
Flowers in the shotgun set, single receiver to his left to start things. Play action, screen pass. It's caught down the near side and popped right at the 38-yard line. The receiver, I believe that was Packer. It's a long, long ways for us to look down there. That was Packer on the reception. It's a gain of 9 to start things out there for Meridian. Tonight's officials, tonight we're coming to you from District 2. District 2 officials tonight is quickly to the line of scrimmage. It's a run as Lucas McCullough off the right side just enough to get a first down. The referee tonight out of District 2, Corey Fazio. The umpire, Pat Laney. Head linesman, Dennis Hastings. Line judge, Dan Davenport. Side judge, Mike Tacko. And the field judge, Brad Higgins. So 1st and 10 here for Rigby from their own 40. Again, shotgun set. McCullough standing to Flowers' left. Man in motion is Packer, and he gets the ball on the far side. They motion Packer from the near to the far side, threw him a screen pass on the far side. Doesn't get a whole lot, maybe a yard on the far hash, and it's second down.
Yeah, Landon Easton on the tackle there for Meridian, and he was able to work through that as they threw that swing pass out there. So fool me once. They did it on the near side, ran the same play to the far side. He broke through the block, was able to wrap up, does a good job with an open field tackle.
Empty set this time on 2nd and 9 from their own 42-yard line. Flowers now walking up to the line of scrimmage, directing traffic. 5 receivers in the pattern. Trips left, twins right as Flowers takes the snap. Time loads up a home run ball down the middle of the field. Into traffic. It's picked off. Meridian getting the interception. Nate Reynolds, the senior, and the Warriors will take over at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and you know what? I think that was Ethan Beard that stole it from Nate Reynolds back there. But Flowers, I just got done talking about how he doesn't turn the ball over. He went for the home run ball. What you have to worry about is the speed of this Meridian defense. They put 3 down linemen, thinking they were only going to run 3. They blitzed the middle linebacker. There wasn't a ton of pressure, but he thought he saw something downfield. Reynolds, from his middle linebacker position, just drops with incredible speed. And Beard roamed from his free safety position for the interception.
So 1st and 10 for Meridian from their own 28. Zeke Martinez, the quarterback under center, straight hitter out of the wing T left side. They push up to the 30. It's a gain of 3. Power boosters out in Meridian tonight are Meridian Plumbing, College of Western Idaho, and Evade Pest Management. Also want to thank Power boosters out of Rigby tonight, Teton Auto Group, Eckerson Funeral Chapel, Idaho Drug, Briggs Steel, MVP Rentals, Upper Valley Orthopedics, and Anytime Fitness in Meridian. Second down, we'll call it 7 from their own 30. Martinez now in the shotgun set. Receiver to each side. He'll throw. Throwing out far side. Pass low. Incomplete down the far sideline. Incomplete at the 34.
Yeah, and 3rd and long typically hasn't been a problem for Meridian this year. Playing against a defense, though, like this in the state championship game tends to be a little bit – it looks like they spotted the ball incorrectly here. There we go. Back to the point. Back to the line of scrimmage. But Meridian has the offense to do this. They have the plays. They'll spread you out. They'll do whatever they need to do. Prior to that, you saw 4 down linemen, 3 down linemen. You'll see 3 down linemen rushing down linemen for Rigby, and they'll probably end up blitzing off of this, but you see him still running the wing T.
3rd down and 7. High snap, Martinez throwing, rolling right, sets his feet, home run ball down the middle of the field. It's up for grabs. They got it inside the 45-yard line. Meridian, a big hitter, 1st and 10 on 3rd down.
Yeah, Meridian does that. They'll run one man across the route, run everybody else deep to the far side. They had 2 men on the near side running deep, and they just ran kind of a drag pattern deep to the far side. Martinez will throw it deep and let his man run under that. And what happens with that, you end up turning some of the defensive backs around because they don't know where this sky ball is coming from. Great grab, though. I mean, he pulled it in between 2 defenders down around the 32-yard line.
Corbin Free is hauling that one in. The 5'10", 175-pound senior going up and getting it. Back to the wing T on the ground as they go to Luke St. Michel. 3-headed rushing attack tonight from Meridian. You'll see Riley Byington, Marco Del Rio, St. Michel to carry this time. He picks up 5 on the left side.
And it's so frustrating for the defense because you don't know who's going to get the ball in. All 3 of these runners are incredibly capable runners. They get the ball inside. They're slightly different in terms of their running style, but that just complements to the other one. And giving it to Michelle, he's a runner. He runs as hard as he can. And here you'll see some other guys with the ball.
They try the right side this time. Believe this is Del Rio. Not a whole lot on the right side. 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. 8:45, clock moving. And a 3rd down coming up for Meridian.
Yeah, 3rd and 5, no problem, they say. They'll hand the ball if they have no problem with this. This is actually 4-down territory for Meridian. The way that they run the ball and how physical they are up front, they believe that they can get at least 2.5 yards every play on this with this offense.
3rd down and 5 from the Rigby 27. Meridian, wing T formation, no receivers in the set. Play action, Martinez rolling near side, throws on the run, pass caught inside the 20. It's enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, 1st down. It was just an out route. There was one man that was designed to go to him, and that was Corbin Freeze, and he ran past the sticks. It was a great route. He ran hard upfield. Now, remember, he was the one that caught the one last time, so you have to respect the deep ball, and when you do that, he left him open on the out route for an easy rollout completion for the 1st down.
So Freeze, 2 3rd down receptions on this drive. Fresh set of downs now for the Warriors. 8:15 to go, first quarter. Meridian in the red zone for the first time tonight. Under center, they're going to try the outside Byington, and he was tripped up just on the left side, no gain.
Yeah, Parker Graham, just a sophomore for Rigby, came up and he was blocked, but he had the wherewithal to get his hand up there as Byington. It was Byington, wasn't it?
Yeah.
As Byington was coming around the corner. Apologies, folks. We have 22, 23, and 24 running the ball from up here. And from our vantage point, it's a little difficult. But he was coming around, and he submarined him for a fantastic tackle with no gain.
And we're looking at this thing from about a mile away up here in the press box. So 2nd and 10 for Meridian, back to the ground. I believe this is St. Michelle's. They try it between the guards. He's inside the 15 to the 12. So it's going to leave a 3rd down coming up for Meridian.
Yeah, 3rd down, and here they are again, a 3rd down. But the calm that this Meridian offense has and this team has, they don't freak out, they don't panic, they don't hit the panic button, they just play their game. And just the physicality up front to push these guys around, they're very confident moving the ball. This looks like a very typical Meridian-style drive.
3rd down and 4 from the Rigby 12. Under center, Martinez. They try the right side. This is Byington. Byington up towards the 1st down marker. I believe he has it. He does have enough for the 1st down. So 1st and goal coming up now for Meridian. They'll mark him down at the 7.
What makes this offense so effective is just how unique it is. I mean, in the 5A ranks and the games that you and I have done or the games that we've watched, there's no other team that runs this. So it's tough to prepare for this because you don't have any reference point. Hey, last time we played a team that did this, they did that. This is a very unique run-style offense.
Quickly under center, 1st and goal. Martinez gives off Byington up the middle, bulldozing his way towards the goal line, waiting for a signal. Touchdown, Meridian.
Yeah, we have flags on the field, but I think it was there's a holding on the defense, they're saying. Yeah, and that's a typical Byington run. And you and I have done, I think I've done 4 games. You and I have done 3 games together for Meridian, and we see the same thing. They'll hand the ball. Byington, a very physical runner between the tackles. He's very elusive. He moves side to side really well, but it's only just a half a yard here, half a yard there, and he makes people just bounce off of his legs. On that one, he showed the power, and he pulled 2 or maybe 3 defenders into the end zone for the touchdown.
So Vargas now on for the point after. Meridian striking for the first time tonight. They are on the board first. 6-0, 6:35 to go, first quarter. As Vargas awaits for the point after. Lining it up there on the 10-yard line. Snap good, hold good, kick on its way, and it's good. So your score, Meridian 7 and Rigby nothing with 6:35 to go in the first quarter.
6:35 to go, and what you see, and Meridian games are fast, mind you. They run, the clock runs and runs and runs, and we're already 6:35 left in this first quarter, but what we've seen is the 2 things, well, probably about the 8 things Meridian does well, but let's talk about the 2 things that Meridian does really well. They played stout defense. They gave up 1 first down, came back and said, all right, you're not going to fool us again, made a stop and forced them to push the ball down the field and came up with the interception. The second thing, they ran the ball at will. They're challenging defenses to say, you got to focus on one runner and stop that runner. If you're going to focus on that guy, we'll give it to the other guy. So you're seeing a very strong run game from Meridian and then that stout defense. Rigby has to respond on this drive.
And whether you're looking for ways to increase your home security or need to create a safe place for your pets to play, you can trust Robel Fence. For more than 45 years, Robel Fence has built sturdy fences for homeowners here in the Treasure Valley. From chain link to ornamental iron to vinyl cedar, all their fencing contractors, they can do it all. Call 208-571-6800 or visit robelfence.com to schedule your free estimate today. And nobody wants to experience a car accident, but when they happen, since 1982, Mike's Miniker Auto Body has been there to take the stretch out of the accident process with their start-to-finish guarantee. They'll take care of all your insurance, restore your vehicle to pre-loss condition, and guarantee those repairs for as long as you own the car. Mike's Miniker's Auto Body, 4660 Chinden Boulevard. Visit them online at BoiseAutoBody.com. Mike's Miniker Auto Body, proud supporters of high school student athletes.
Yeah, and Lucas, you and I talked about this. We are in for a great game right now, and I think that what we're seeing is you got a little bit look, Rigby's been on the road, and Rigby's kind of shaken off the they accepted the penalty, by the way, and that's enforced on the kickoff.
Yeah, so Meridian going to kick this one off from the Rigby 45. But yeah, to your point, This is a great Meridian defense. Don't get me wrong. They're giving up less than a touchdown a game entering tonight. But this Rigby offense can score. And in order to win tonight, they're going to have to score.
Yeah, they're going to have to score, and they're going to have to do it effectively because they're not going to get a lot of chances. When you have this style of offense that grinds it out and kills the clock, again, 6:35 left on the clock, you have to take advantage of every possession that you get.
Vargas has this one teed up now on the far hash, just over the eye of the Bronco here at midfield, and no chance at returning this one out of the back of the end zone. We want to thank Big Judd's, which is one of the most fun and unique dining experiences in Idaho. They hand make their burger patties every day and only use fresh local produce. And of course, Big Judd's uses only Idaho potatoes for their fresh hand-cut fries. By the way, if you're up for a challenge, try the Big Judd's special world-famous 1-pound burger with all the fixings, plus a large basket of fries. Finish it in less than 30 minutes, and they'll put your picture on the Wall of Fame. Stop by Big Judd's in Meridian, 3030 East Overland Road. Don't forget BigJuds.com. Big Judd's, Meridian, proud supporters of high school athletics. Flowers empty set on first down. Pressure comes. He gets it off. It's complete to Jace Benedict. Pressure was coming that time, but Benedict picks up 10 and a first down.
Yeah, Flowers read the blitz on that one, and they brought it from the far side. All he did is looked at who vacated that, and he threw behind them. He had the crossing route open. Great read by a very intelligent quarterback.
Meridian making some subs on this 1st and 10. They operate from their own 30. Flowers now with a couple running backs in the backfield. Twins left on this 1st and 10. 6:09 to go, clock moving, first quarter, 7-0 Meridian. They go on the ground, McCullough on the right side. McCullough stacked up at the line of scrimmage, trying to find the edge, can't find it. No gain on the play, the Meridian defense swarming.
Yeah, swarming, and Meridian does something probably the best in the state that I've seen this year, which is they tackle really well. So if they're going to get their hands on you, be ready to go down because they swarm after they get hands on you. They pursue really well to the ball. And this defense, in order to negate that, you have to get these guys moving in multiple directions.
Flowers pistol set. They gave McCullough a yard. Now empties out the backfield. Screen pass near side. Pass complete. Sam Gamino trying to find the corner and pushes his way down the sideline down to the 35-yard line, picking up about 4. It leaves a 3rd and 4, maybe 5 yards. 5:15 to go, opening frame.
Yeah, on the near side, what you saw is that little swing pass again with the 2 receivers blocking downfield. Brady Packer, who was our player of the game for the last game that you and I called versus Rocky, had a fantastic block upfield to generate those yards.
Empty set for Flowers. 3rd down and 4 from the near hash at their own 36. Flowers has time. Pass over the middle. Caught. First down to the 45. Rigby picking up a big 3rd down there. The reception by Benedict, and it's a 1st and 10 for the Trojans.
Yeah, and Meridian's running a man defense across the board. Nate Reynolds was kind of letting that man run a little free in case Flowers took off with his legs. But that's what you have to do when we talked about moving multiple directions. You get a man on your hip with a man-to-man defense, you have to throw to a spot.
4.5 to go, first quarter. Rigby now running on 1st and 10 out of the shotgun. They try the right side, not a whole lot working. Tackled right on the neck of the Bronco here in midfield at the 48.
Yeah, Carson Gooley, the big stout linebacker, middle linebacker, came up and just laid a lick on the running back. He filled the hole really well, and he's a downhill tackler. You'll see Reynolds roam a lot in the defensive backfield, make plays back there, but Carson Gooley is the guy that you're going to see from that middle backer position moving forward and making tackles on the backfield.
2 running backs in the set now on 2nd down. Twins right, Rigby running left. As they come towards the near side across midfield down to the 49. A pickup of about 3 for the running back Camino that time. The senior crosses midfield, but it leaves a 3rd down.
Yeah, 3rd down and short, and Rigby very capable of this offense to getting out there and picking up those first downs. But again, you're seeing good pursuit by this Meridian defense. I think Rigby's doing the right thing. You're getting them moving laterally. You're forcing these angle downs, angle tackles, and in order to beat this defense, you have to keep them moving that direction.
3rd down and 5. Empty set for Flowers. Twins right, Twins left. He'll throw. Quick pass near side. Pass caught at the 45. It's going to be close. They might be about a yard short. On the reception that time, Cade Steffler, his first catch tonight. Not enough for a first down. 4th and maybe a yard or 2 3:06 to go. Rigby is going for it.
Yeah, Rigby's going for it. This is 4-down territory. Make no qualms about it, and they're making the right call if you're past midfield.
Trips right. Rigby running on 4th and 2. They're not going to get it. Stoned at the line of scrimmage. The Meridian defense holds the second turnover tonight. You have the interception and now the turnover on downs. 2:48 to go, first quarter.
Yeah, and I'm not the coach. I'm not calling the plays, but you just ran right into the teeth of this defense. I mean, you're talking the most effective part of this whole defense. Nobody runs against Meridian. If it were me, you'd probably look on the outside, but they elected to try and get him with a quick count, see if they could catch him on their heels a little bit, and Meridian up to the task.
I want to thank Bob's Bicycles on Fairview in Boise, family-owned since 1979. Their selection of mountain bikes, road bikes, BMX cruisers, and comfort bikes, second to none. Whether online at bobsbicycles.com or on their showroom floor, Bob's Bikes has the bikes, accessories, and clothing to fit your needs, and in-store financing, 6 months, no interest. Stop by and say hi to Vern. Bob's Bicycles, more than 40 years of experience, proud supporters of Idaho High School athletics. Martinez popped as he throws, but completes a pass, and this is going to be a chunk play on first down across midfield, down to the 31. I believe that was Byington who called that in, yeah.
Yeah, that was Byington who hauled it in, and that's what you'll see. Byington's a very versatile back. He's their power runner, but he's actually one of their best receivers out of the backfield. He'll line up in the backfield. Looks like there was a holding call on Meridian, so that will come back. But regardless, that play, they could come back to that again. What happened was they ran some misdirection out of the backfield. They ran the slot back in front of Martinez, which caused the defensive backs to look in the backfield. I mean, you have to respect the run. And Byington ran free. Martinez threw a wobbler up there as he was getting hit for the completion. But it's irrelevant at this point because it's it looks like maybe it was a
It's not a traditional 10-yard holding call. They pushed it back 5 yards. So 1st and 15 from the Meridian 40 now. And that's a difference of 25, 30 yards there with the penalty.
Yeah, tough. And Meridian's not a really, they're not penalized a lot. They're just a physical football team, so we'll see how that plays out the rest of this game.
Single receiver in the wing T. Meridian trying the left side. Not a whole lot doing. Maybe a gain of a yard as they try it with Del Rio.
Yeah, Del Rio, but again, the interesting thing about this, and good play callers and good offenses and offensive coordinators are always setting something up for the future, always setting something up further along in the game. And so that play, they can come back to that. What they'll do is they'll notice, hey, how did the defense react on this? Where does number 14, how does he step into this? And from there, they'll call a play off of that.
2nd down and 13. Martinez under center. Again, trying it up the middle. This one is going to be a much better result for Meridian, up to the 50-yard line as they go St. Michelle.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and St. Michelle, talking to the Meridian coaches, they love that quick handoff because everything happens so quick. Snap, handoff, boom, he's already in your face. It's tough to react to that. The far side linebacker can't get to that play because it happens so quick. I mean, St. Michelle was lined up less than a yard behind Martinez in the backfield.
3rd down and 5, right from the 50-yard line between the hash marks. Martinez throwing in the pocket, throws near side pass, incomplete. Was a little high for his receiver as he was looking for freeze. That's been the 3rd down target for Meridian tonight. This time the pass a little high and a 4th down is coming up.
Yeah, and Rigby really lucked out by getting that penalty because they were able to stop him. They really needed to stop on that drive. If Meridian would have gone down and maybe punched one in right there, they would have been in a world of hurt. Now, Rigby does have the offense to come back and score, but with this particular defense, it would have been tough to do that. But they were up to the challenge and stopped them on 3rd down.
So punt formation now for Meridian right at midfield. It's a 4th and 5. Meridian electing to punt it. Snap cleanly away is the kick. A little short, takes a bounce at the 20. And it's going to take a very friendly Meridian roll inside the 10. How far will this roll? Inside the 5 and down at the 3.
Well, there you go. Captain America Nathan Reynolds. He's the punter, too. He's the all-state linebacker, middle linebacker, and he puts it down there. Gives Rigby that length of the field to go down and score a touchdown. Realistically, and you can say this about every defense, but that just gives this Meridian team more opportunities as this team as Rigby tries to move the ball down the field. It gives them more opportunities to come up with big plays, come up with turnovers.
So 1st and 10 for Rigby, operating from deep inside their own territory. Ball is on the ground. Flowers lost it on the handoff, able to hop back on it, avoiding disaster. Are the Trojans there? It's a loss of 2. Could have been a lot more as Flowers snapped that thing from inside the orange paint.
Yeah, and we just got word. Logan said to us that the Rigby team feels that they can stop the run on this. They feels like they can stop the run, but they just can't give up the big plays, and we've seen that with Byington. If that one would have held true, or we saw Freeze down the field, those big plays really break the back of a defense. But they did a good job this last set of downs, and now they find themselves in second and long at this point. Okay,
yeah.
They're at the end of the quarter. Here we go.
Yeah, so we're going to go from one end of the blue all the way to the other, as we have reached the end of one. So far, Meridian leading this one 7-0. Rigby will start the second quarter with the ball again deep inside of their own territory. I want to thank Donna Jenka, senior residential mortgage banker with Pac Res Mortgage, committed to working with clients from a never-give-up mindset. Donna's a native Idahoan who has worked in mortgage lending for 25 years. Pac Res Mortgage is licensed in 33 states, offers a variety of lending choices to suit your clients' needs. They even do all the underwriting and processing in-house to streamline the process. So stop by 119 East Calderwood Drive in Meridian or call 208-639-7145 today. Donna at Pac Res Mortgage is proud to support Meridian Athletics. And over in Rigby, lots of sponsors to thank over there in East Idaho. I want to thank Ted Austin of Fall River Propane, big supporter of IdahoSports.com. Fall River Propane serves all of the Upper Valley as well as the Island Park with the highest quality, hottest burning propanes at competitive prices. Their industry-trained and certified staff offers more than 70 years of experience. Fall River Propane services all makes and models of propane fireplaces and stoves. Fall River Propane is your full-service propane provider for homes and businesses. Check them out, fallriverpropane.com, or call 800-632-5726. Fall River Propane, experience the difference. All right, so we're going to start the second quarter here, second and long for Rigby. Deep inside of their own territory. Flowers is under center. His heels are at the goal line. Rigby, from their own 2. Handoff left side and almost able to scamper through a big hole. Peyton Klinger, a junior running back, was just a jersey grab away from breaking that one big.
Yeah, Ryan Corder made possibly a touchdown-saving tackle on that, and that would have been a fantastic run, but Corder's been a big producer. He's been a game changer in terms of big plays. He'll come up with picks. We saw him have pick sixes. He caused another pick six in one of the games that you and I did. Ryan Corder, a big play on that. But Rigby, feeling confident. You can't shake at this point, only down 7-0. And that shows by the play calling that they have. They haven't changed their game. They haven't panicked. They're just going out and doing what Rigby does best.
3rd and 5. Empty set for Flowers from their own 9. Twins right, twins left. Flowers throwing over the middle, pass incomplete. Rigby looking for a flag. Here it comes.
Yeah, he got there a little early on that one, and that was a pass interference to try to come through the ball, and he probably didn't need to do it. It looked like the pass was off target, but they will get the call on that one, and that'll give them a new set of downs and move the ball down the field. And you and I talked about we talked about the Highland game when they were playing against Meridian. Highland hung around when the ball just seemed to bounce their way. It feels like Rigby kind of has that same thing. Hey, you know what? Things kind of bounce our way. We'll catch up a penalty here and there, and we'll keep drives alive. And then ultimately, they're able to capitalize on that. And good teams are able to take advantage of those opportunities.
Yeah, this penalty is going to push the ball across the 20 down to the 29. You mentioned that Highland game. Meridian won that game 14-6. Rigby lost by just a point to those same Rams back in October. 1st and 10, play action, Flowers, home run ball down the near side, has a man, it got deflected and incomplete. Flowers underthrew it by just a hair, was looking for Steffler in coverage. Mason Mayer just got a hand on it.
Oh, Luke Flowers has a big arm, and he has a great arm, quick release. He just didn't get enough on it. Mason Mayer, the senior defensive back for Meridian, came back, made a fantastic jump play at the end, was able to knock the ball down. to save what would have been a touchdown.
Yeah, that would have been 6 if they connected. Second down and 10 instead. 11:01 to go, second quarter. Twins right, Flowers throwing, has time, steps up in the pocket, running out of time, and he was hit as he throws. The pass is incomplete. Flowers hit as he let that thing go. Had a man downfield, but the hit forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, and the speed of the defensive backfield for Meridian is causing some problems for Rigby. Typically, they've been able to run past a lot of guys, but they do have recovery speed. I mean, we're talking high-end speed for the state of Idaho, these defensive backs, and that's why they're only manning them up, and they're letting Ethan Beard, the free safety, roam, and they'll pick the strong side of the field, leaving the weak side or the near side of the field wide or man-to-man coverage. And that speed is causing some difficulties because those go routes are not able to create the separation.
3rd and 10, 5 receivers in the set. Trips right, Twins left. Flowers to throw. Here comes the pressure. Flowers escapes, throws on the run, back across his body. It's complete. And now losing the ball. It's loose. Steffler made the catch, loses it at the 35. Meridian recovers. Warrior ball deep inside Rigby territory.
Wow, what a fantastic play. They're going to see if he had lost his forward momentum on that.
Officials converging again. District 2 officiating crews. A flag is down, holding on Rigby. It's declined. It stands. Meridian forcing the turnover, and the Warriors will take over at the Rigby 33.
Ooh, and it's a cold night. I get it. It's tough to hang on to the ball, but the defenders on that one, I told you, they swarm, and they came around from all angles, got an arm. They ripped his arm away from the ball. They didn't even have a hand on the ball. They ripped his arm away from the ball and caused a fumble. Meridian being very opportunistic.
10:45 to go, second quarter. If you're counting downs, it's the 3rd Rigby turnover of the night. Meridian trying it up the middle, this time across the 30, down to the 27. And coming up from the pile with the ball that's going to be Byington.
Yeah, Byington, just a quick hitter, and they love that play. They can run so many things off of that play. If it's a fake, they'll run fakes off of that and then run counters. Everything is critical to that fullback that lines up right behind the quarterback. And it looks like they swapped out St. Michel with Byington, a little bit more of a physical runner than St. Michel.
10:15 to go, second quarter. Meridian wing T with the receiver to the right as they try it up the middle again. This time Rigby was ready for it. No gain on second down. Big 3rd down coming up. Probably 4-down territory as they operate from the 27.
Yeah, 4-down territory. And just as I said that, they put St. Michel back in the fullback position, but they gave it to Byington on the outside. And there was a face masking call. Okay, so penalty on that play, face mask on on Del Rio. There we go again.
Yeah.
And I did see that from up here, but it was tough. I didn't see the flag come in.
They're marching yardage off against this Rigby defense, and it's enough for a 1st down. So the penalty pushing it forward to the 22. Fresh set of downs for Meridian at the Rigby 22.
Yeah, interestingly enough, state of Idaho still has in high school football, they still have the incidental face mask, which is only a 5-yard penalty. Most other states and everywhere else, it's 15 yards.
Meridian breaking huddle this time. 3 receivers in the set. Shotgun for Martinez. Twins right, single left. As they keep it on the ground, this is Del Rio out of the shotgun set, losing yards. Lost about 1.5 yards as they try the right side.
Yeah, we talked about it before. Rigby feels like they can stop the run, and they do that with a lot of penetration upfield. Anytime you have a lot of mismatch, a lot of misdirection, and a lot of counters, the best way to stop that is to get penetration and not allow people to cross your face.
9:40 to go, second quarter. 2nd down and long. 2nd and 12 from the far hash at the 24-yard line. Meridian under center in the wing T, single receiver left. Martinez to throw. Here comes the pressure. Martinez gets rid of it, floats one. It's caught at the 20 and pushed out near the 12. It'll be 1 yard short of the 1st down. Completing that one, Marco Del Rio out of the backfield.
Yeah, that was an awkward-looking play. He was getting some hot pressure coming from behind him, and he just lobbed it up there. Del Rio actually spun around, was able to pluck the ball out of the air, keep his feet. He's a very smooth athlete. He was able to keep his feet underneath him and reach for that 1st down. It was like a spot. See, I'm from up here, so it's tough to say, but it looked a little short on that spot, but it brings up a 3rd and short.
3rd down and 1 is what they're calling it from the 13. Meridian needing just 1 yard here on 3rd down. Wing T, no receivers in the set. They try the right side. Del Rio, he's got it to the 10.
Yeah, and they run downhill. Every time you see Meridian running the ball, when they're getting tackled, they're falling forward, and that's a gain of a yard. Even if they get hit in the backfield, and it's going to be a loss of 2. Should have been a loss of 4. They just run hard north-south, always constantly leaning forward.
1st and goal now for the Warriors from the 10. Trying to punch this thing into the north end zone, the end zone that says Boise State on it. Here in the second quarter as we cross the 9-minute mark. Single receiver will be in this set to the far side. That's Freeze on the far side. Meridian breaking huddle under center Martinez. And they tried to pass, and Martinez is going to be sacked. It's a loss of 5. The reason I hesitate so much on that, it takes you a second or 2 to figure out what they're doing.
That's true.
They threw it, and it's a sack.
Yeah, they faked the handoff to Byington, and he was running down. I thought, well, man, there he goes. But you're right, came up with a sack. Now, Rigby's packing the box, and you have to pack the box versus Meridian, and they're doing it consistently. I'm expecting Meridian to spread the ball out. Look, yeah, here they go. They're going to run. There they go. Run 4 wide receivers because that's how you have to loosen up this defense.
2-by-2 set on 2nd and goal from the 15. Martinez to throw. Quick pass near side. It's caught at the 13. It's a gain of just about 2 or 3. As catching that one, Griffin Deary, the receiver.
Yeah, and in order to break that up, like we were talking about, you have to spread your men out. You have to start creating a little bit of space. Rigby's man coverage all the way across the board. It doesn't matter. I mean, everybody has a man. You're covering that man. It doesn't matter if it's an offensive lineman or running back. And so they're packing the box. They rarely leave anybody deep, and everybody's up around the box.
3rd and goal from the 12. Meridian 2-by-2 set. Half the players break the huddle. Now here come the rest. Martinez, empty set on 3rd and goal from the 12. Martinez to throw. Screen pass near side. It's caught. Byington near the goal line. He's going to be short. He'll be short by about 2.5 yards. 4th and goal coming up in decision time for Coach Zamberlin.
Yeah, Coach, how much do you trust this big offensive line? Can you get the 2.5 yards? They know you're going to run the ball more than likely. What do you do here? I think you take a timeout. Is what you do. You never go into a half with all your timeouts.
That's right. 7:20 to go, second quarter. And
yeah,
it looks like, Meridian going to do just that, taking a timeout and letting the play clock run down here. And no official signal yet, but they're just letting the play clock run down. So we'll take this opportunity to thank Idaho Drug in Rigby, a traditional pharmacy since 1947 where your health is their priority. Whether you need a prescription refilled on their mobile app or a gift for that special someone, visit Idaho Drug at 139 East Main Street for all your pharmacy and drugstore needs. They also offer free delivery. Idaho Drug, a proud supporter of Rigby Athletics, wants to wish the boys good luck today. Also want to thank Jab Construction. They won't tell you that they are the right choice. They're going to show it to you. As Rigby's #1 custom home builder, they are dedicated to honesty, communication to ensure your property is built the right way. When you use Jab Construction, you not only get your dream home, you get a lasting professional relationship the way it should be. With decades of experience, let Jab Construction build a home of your dreams. They are excited to get to work. They say, go Trojans. Also thank ProPete Fertilizer, an environment-friendly product that reduces leaching. ProPete can help you replace organic matter back into the soil. ProPete nutrients release when plants need them. Carbon 90 Plus binds nutrients to the natural carbon of peat moss, encouraging steady plant growth for healthier turf with less mowing and thatch. ProPete is a great product for turf and ornamental applications. Uses range from lawns and gardens, shrubs, and trees. ProPete wants to wish the Trojans the best of luck in the state tournament. All right, here we go. 4th and goal. Looks like they're going for it.
Yeah, and they had the kicker out in the field warming his leg up, maybe to just kind of throw a little shade at the Rigby defense, maybe keep them on their toes. But it's almost like you have nothing to lose. With this defense that you have, you got to go for it. You punch it, you make it big or go home. I would have kicked the field goal. I'd take the points. But Coach Zamberlin has different ideas.
Shotgun set for Martinez. Here comes a timeout taken by Rigby now. And we'll go back to some of our great local advertising partners. Taylor Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Rigby Athletics. Taylor Chevrolet has been serving the Upper Valley for over 90 years with excellent service and a stellar sales team. Taylor Chevrolet is home of oil changes for life. That's right, buy a new or used vehicle and never worry about your oil changes again. Taylor Chevrolet is your Southeast Idaho auto dealer with a wide range of selection, Chevrolet, Buick, Cadillac models. Come and get your vehicle with the oil changes for life. Stop by their Rexburg location or visit www.taylorchevrolet.com. And Upper Valley Orthopedics is the Upper Snake River Valley's renowned state-of-the-art orthopedic and sports medicine clinic. Their whole team and staff of doctors, board-certified surgeons treat all conditions: shoulder, elbow, hand, wrist, hip, knee, foot, ankle, all kinds of sports-related injuries. Call them for an appointment at 208-356-9550 or request them online, uppervalleyortho.com. Upper Valley Orthopedics in Rexburg, proud supporters of Rigby Athletics.
Yeah, so here we go now, and you know, Lucas, is if I'm the play caller on this one, I go to my go-to play, which is running north-south, not a lot of movement. Let your big guys blow them up front. They do run a lead play that has been pretty effective for at least 2 to 4 yards every time they've run it, and they run it over that right side of the line.
Meridian breaking huddle, 4th and goal from the 2. Under center, trying the right side. Del Rio bulldozing his way. Touchdown, Meridian.
Yeah, and we called it. That was the lead play. Gave to Del Rio. Everybody stacked up, your lead blockers. Everybody went off that veer off to the right side. Del Rio followed 2 guys up in there for a touchdown, and he was met with a little bit of resistance but showed the power to get over the end zone line.
13-0 Warriors. So far, business as usual for Meridian. 11-0 entering tonight, looking for their first state championship since 2007. Fargus on for the extra point, lining it up between the hash marks. Here comes a flag.
Yeah, offsides. They lined up offsides. You can look like a smiley face with the Rigby defenders there.
Yeah, it kind of did.
They were smiling getting into the defensive back or the offensive backfield. What, they're calling offsides on Rigby or on Meridian? I think they motioned the wrong way.
They haven't moved the ball yet,
oh,
so.
Turns out it was Meridian.
Well.
Yeah, there they go. There they go. Now they're fixing it. Oh, whoops, I pushed that. I pointed the wrong way there, bud.
Oh, this makes this extra point a little bit harder now.
Yeah, see, now they're pointing to the right direction. But he was pointing to the bench is what he was doing. He's like, yeah, I was on those guys in the white. And you and I saw from up here, I mean, he was lined up practically parallel with the end guy for Meridian.
Oh, now they're switching it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
he was pointing to this bench down here.
Okay. All right, so this makes it a little bit easier of an extra point by about 2 yards or so for Fargus. Lining this one up still between the hash marks. Extra point on its way momentarily with 7:16 to go in the second quarter.
I look like a smiley face again here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's offsides. You can't tell me that's not offsides.
Fargus's extra point is up and good. So your score 14-0. Meridian holding a 2-score lead. Scott's True Value and CarQuest is dedicated to providing you with great customer service and a wide variety of products unmatched to help take care of your every hardware, automotive, and weekend project needs. Located at 201 South State Street in beautiful downtown Rigby, give them a call, 208-745-6498, or visit them online, truevalue.com/Scottsand. Let them take care of you the hometown way. Scott's True Value, proud supporter of Rigby Athletics. Also want to thank Anytime Fitness in Rigby, the best 24-hour fitness center there over in Rigby. Be sure to stop by their location, Rigby Lake Drive, to get started today. They say go Trojans from everyone at Anytime Fitness.
Yeah.
As you can see, great support over there from Rigby.
Oh boy, yeah, they do a great job, and they have something to support too. You know, you look at high school football as is, and they talk about there are more kids participating, but less average kids participating per team. And Rigby getting all kinds of support. That's such a wonderful high school football community, and they've really turned it around and turned it into a winner, and the community just loves and supports them. And so hats off to that great program and the great community of Rigby.
Yeah. So Meridian getting set to kick this thing off now from the 40. Vargas going to tee this one up just inside the far hash as a terrific crowd, at least from the far side.
Yeah, boy, they packed it in.
Yeah.
The lower bowl is practically full on the far side.
Yeah. And tough for us to see. Rigby is on the near side, so tough for us to see the crowd there. But Rigby always shows up, but a great showing tonight from Meridian. And these hometown fans loving it. 14-0 Warriors, 7:16 to go, second quarter. Vargas end-over-end kick going to be received from the 8s. And here come the Trojans, straight between the hash marks and across the 25, brought down at the 27. So, Rigby in somewhat of a familiar territory, I suppose. My point here, they have the offense to overcome a 2-score deficit. Here's the problem. Meridian gives up less than a touchdown a game.
Yeah, two immovable force. What is it called? An unstoppable force, immovable force, whatever. You're running into it. Now you're going to start seeing some of the fireworks. I think we start seeing Luke Flowers push the ball down the field. They have nothing to lose at this point. They've shown that going maybe toe-to-toe in the similar game is not going to work for them, and you start seeing them open up the playbook and maybe creating some more plays downfield.
1st and 10 for Rigby from their own 28. Shotgun set for Flowers. Trips left, screen pass near side is caught by Benedict. Benedict across the 30, dropped at the 34, and that's a good drive starter there for Rigby. The Rigby offense has moved the ball pretty well against this Meridian defense. The problem has just been the turnovers.
Yeah, turnovers have always been a problem. They moved it well between the 30s, but once you get past that, the Meridian defense kind of settles in. And Meridian's actually looked like they're okay just giving up those 6-7 yard dings because it takes time off the clock. They already have the 14-point lead.
Second down, pass is going to be caught. This will be a first down to the 40. That pass caught by Benedict, but Meridian's defense, again, almost knocking that pass down. Didn't see who that was down in the line, but, I mean, that just goes to show you how good this Meridian defense is. That was supposed to be an easy pitch and catch for Rigby, and Meridian almost knocked it away.
Yeah, it was Ryan Corder getting his hand up there. He does create all kinds of problems.
1st and 10 from their own 41 for Rigby. Twins left, single right. Flowers to throw. Time deep over the middle. Pass is caught at the 40. Spinning out of a tackle, Benedict, and he's slung to the turf at the 40. On the tackle there is Coleman, but it's a big hitter for the Trojans, and they're across midfield.
Yeah, and Flowers just threw to a place, and that was absolutely beautiful. It was somewhat of a timing wrap deep down the field. He threw to the break to the inside, and Benedict broke between the two defenders, and he caught it right in between the hashes or right at the hash.
They're spotting the ball at the 38-yard line. We'll call it 1st and 10 for Flowers and company. A tight formation this time. 2 receivers to each side, but again, tight. Nothing much more outside of the hash marks. 1st and 10, play action, Flowers to throw. Has time, Flowers looking to the end zone. Pass is caught to 5. Did he hold on to it? No, it's incomplete.
Wow, and Flowers threw a beautiful ball. He threw to where the defender wasn't, let his man run underneath it, and unfortunately couldn't hang on to the ball, and it was a beautifully drawn-up play. Kind of that waggle post coming into the middle of the field, a little bit of a skinny post, kept the defender on his hip, and just couldn't hang on to the ball for the touchdown. But great ball by Flowers, threw it exactly where it needed to be.
I believe that was Benedict who couldn't quite haul it in. Check that, Steffler.
Steffler, yeah.
You cannot throw a prettier ball than that. That was to a spot. Receiver ran right under it. Steffler just couldn't bring it in. Trips right on 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Camino. Between the hash marks, picking up about 6 or 7 to the 31. It leaves about 4 for a 3rd down.
Yeah, and you can see the effectiveness of the passing game loosening up the run game.
No huddle this time for Rigby. Trips right, 3rd down and 3. Screen pass near side. It's going to be caught. This is Benedict. Benedict outside the numbers. Has enough for a 1st down to the 21.
Yeah, they've done that all night. They throw it out to where they have 2 receivers. Anywhere there's two receivers, look at coming up. But what they're waiting for is that man to jump upfield, and then they hit the long ball. Meridian showing good discipline on that, but still giving up 6-7 yards a pop.
5 minutes to go, 2nd quarter. Under it now as the clock is moving. Pistol set, Trips left on 1st and 10. Flowers now looking to the sideline for the play. Towards that near side, Camino, the deep back here in this pistol set. Clock now under 4:44 to go, 2nd quarter. Now they change to a shotgun set. Camino to Flowers is right. Play action, Flowers to throw. Flowers looking, end zone, has a man. Touchdown, Rigby!
Touchdown. He broke inside, went to the outside. That was a designed post flag. He ran to the flag route. Flowers knew exactly where his man was going to be, saw the defender bite, took one step, threw the ball, knew that he couldn't get around in time. Perfectly thrown ball by Luke Flowers for the touchdown.
That was Steffler, the 22-yard touchdown reception. Just what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, quick drive, quick score keeps Meridian in this game. Rigby in this game.
Witherspoon on for the point after, and it is up and good. Boy, did Rigby need that.
They did, and they did it with all kinds of misdirection, different kinds of plays. And we talked about it at the onset of that drive, really opening up the playbook, doing a few things differently, maybe some stuff that they hadn't shown to Meridian yet, and it worked.
Reminder, if you're an Idaho homeowner and have fallen behind on your mortgage because of the COVID-19 pandemic, help is available. The Idaho Homeowner Assistance Fund can help you get back on track. Check your eligibility and apply today at idahohousing.com/HAF or call 888-991-2166. And it's that time of year. Kelly Canyon Ski Resort wants to congratulate all Eastern Idaho teams for making it to the state championship this weekend. Opening day at Kelly Canyon is set for November 25th, just in time for those post-football blues. Good luck today from everyone. Doug over there at Kelly Canyon wishing everyone there in Eastern Idaho the best of luck here tonight.
Yeah, so we have a game now, Lucas. We do, and
Oh, yeah.
Meridian gave up there's their touchdown they give up. Let's see if it holds, but Rigby really coming back and showing a lot of guts on offense, and specifically on the play calling side, and Flowers executing masterfully. I messed up.
Sure.
Doing a really good job.
Yeah.
And hitting those and throwing to spots, and that's what I really appreciate about that drive is he was throwing to spots, and he was reading the defense. It just took one misstep on the defense, and he threw it to exactly where it needed to be.
Yeah, that's what's impressed me the most about Flowers. We saw him last week, that win at Rocky. We're obviously seeing him tonight. Throws to spots. It's caught the attention of University of Arizona as an offer from a Pac-12 school. Flowers, a junior quarterback. He's legit.
He is legit. He's a good player. He's only a junior this year, and he has one more year to prove himself. And the big thing that he's going to need to work on going to the next level is he's got to get bigger and stronger.
Witherspoon end-over-end kick going towards the far sideline. Returnable from the 10. Comes Meridian down the far side, hitting a seam, now coming towards the near side. This is going to be a big return. Across the 50, across the 40, a foot race down the near sideline. Reynolds puts down at the 10.
That is your middle linebacker, your punter, your tight end, your All-American middle linebacker, getting looks from all kinds of schools, making people miss, taking the ball all the way down to the 8-9 yard line. Fantastic play, and it was a return right, and he saw everybody running right, looking for the tackle. He made one cut and showed the wheels to get back to the near side.
Marking Nathan Reynolds out at the 8-yard line. A return of 80-ish yards. 83.
83. Thank you for whoever said that.
Full press box here tonight at Albertson Stadium. First and goal for Meridian from the 8. They go up the middle. This is going to be a good first down run for Meridian. Straight up the middle, brought down at the 3. And that was St. Michel straight up the middle.
Yeah, St. Michel. And that's got to be a backbreaker for Rigby. Hey, you went down, you figure this defense out a little bit, you punched it in, said we're going to get back into it. Next thing you know, it's 2nd and 3 for the 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line for Meridian.
Yeah, I mean, that's punch, counter punch there for Meridian. Rigby, the counter punch. You think they're right back in this thing, which they are, just a one-score game. But Meridian, once again, knocking on the door. 3.5 to go. They try the right side. Del Rio stuffed. Maybe a yard on 2nd and goal from the 3. Brings up a 3rd and goal now. But, again, this is what Meridian does best.
Yeah, and this is 2-down territory. You have two downs to get at 2 yards, and they ran that same lead play off the right side that they scored in the last time. If it's me, I keep going back to the well.
Yeah, I think so, too. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 1.5-yard line. Ball in between the hash marks, right between the Boise and the State. as they try to punch this thing into the north end zone here at Albertson Stadium. I formation, the right side, Del Rio stuffed. Del Rio may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. He will be well short of the end zone. 4th down coming up now for the Warriors.
Yeah, there's a flag on the play, and I'm not sure what we're seeing here, if it's a holding.
It's in the defensive backfield.
Chop block, yeah.
Well away from the play, just judging by where that flag was thrown, too. So that could be a backbreaker for Meridian.
Yeah, boy. 2nd and goal from the 4, from the 5. 3, we said from the 3-yard line. Now it's going to be, that's a 15-yarder, too.
Yeah, they're going to march this thing all the way back, still marching it to the 17. So instead of 3rd and goal from the 1.5, you have 3rd and goal from the 17 now.
That's a tough play, especially for Meridian when you're technically not built for this type of down and distance. I mean, if you're looking at 2 downs, hey, maybe you can pick up a 7, 8, 9-yarder and then possibly kick a field goal. But Meridian has shown some flair on offense. They will push the ball downfield if needed.
3rd and goal. Martinez in the shotgun set. Twins left, single right. Whistles before we get going. Back it up 5 more.
No, I think it was a timeout. Yeah, Rigby called a
timeout.
Yep.
All right, well, we want to thank Lava Hot Springs, your destination for a fun or relaxing day, whichever you choose. Just 11 miles off I-15. Their world-famous hot springs are now open from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. and 11. Let me try this again. Their world-famous hot springs are open right now from 9 to 10 and until 11 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Their all-natural geothermal hot springs are warm 102 to 112 degrees, so you can come soak your worries away. The Indoor Aquatic Center in Kitty Cove are now open Fridays and Saturdays from noon to 8, Sundays from noon to 5 with special weekday hours. A lot of hours going on there. You can check them out online, LavaHotSprings.com, for more information on their calendar and when they are open. Great destination down there in southeast Idaho. Also want to thank Brolims in Rigby, proud supporter of Rigby Athletics, wishing the boys the best of luck here today. Go Trojans from everyone at Brolims in Rigby.
Yeah, so Lucas, what we have is we have a 3rd and long, but what we also have is a dilemma. You know, you have a 7-point lead. You go out and try and protect it. Meridian typically runs the play clock down all the way to the very bottom. They limit the amount of opportunities from the other team. They limit the amount of possessions. So do you take the points, make it a 2-score game, or do you try and go for it? And just depending on what they get on this play, I think we'll see that decision will be made for them. In terms of a field goal kicker, effective. They haven't had to kick a lot of field goals, but we'll see how it works in the cold. It's about 26 degrees right now here in Boise.
Yep, definitely a cold one here tonight. A slight inversion earlier today. 3rd and goal from the 17. Shotgun set for Martinez. Twins left will throw. Martinez rolling to the near side. Has time. Martinez still looking. He's all the way to the 20. On the numbers. Throws back across his body into traffic. It's incomplete. 4th and goal coming up. Martinez was standing on the numbers on the near sideline. Threw that all the way back across his body to the far hash. That tells you how long that ball was in the air. Falls harmlessly to the turf, and 4th and goal coming up. 2:25 to go before halftime.
Yeah, they're going to kick the field goal, but Martinez didn't need to do that. He had so much open ground in front of him to make this field goal an easier shot. If he would have just tucked the ball and maybe run for that, but you know, I think they've told him quite often, we can't have you hurt. Do not run that ball.
Isaac Vargas on now for the field goal attempt. It will be a 34-yard try between the hash marks, just to the right, in between the hash marks there on the far side. Snap good, hold good. Short. Kick on its way. Does it have enough? It does, but it's wide right. How about that for the Rigby defense, holding Meridian off the board, and it stays a 1-score game.
Yeah, held them off and did a fantastic job of that. They were aided by a penalty, but a lot of times they create that by their effective defense and the way they're play calling and how you have to get down and block. It was a chop block, and their good movement causes chop block, good movement on the defense. So this Rigby defense held up to the test.
We want to thank Heartland Ag. They are application at Heartland Ag. Application is what they do. From a case to RPR, application equipment, tanks, trailers, and all of your spraying and seed needs, located in Burley, Idaho. Give them a call, 800-994-9120 Find them online, heartlandag.com. All right, 1st and 10 for Rigby. Flowers to throw all day. Short, caught in the flat to the 25 as he completes that one to Benedict, and it's a pickup of 5 on 1st down.
Yeah, and they're in go mode now. They're in the hurry up. And Meridian's perfectly okay giving up some of those 5-yard crossing routes. I saw Reynolds just release Benedict across his front, knowing that he had a man off to his right to pick him up.
Under 2 minutes to play before halftime. Flowers empties the set on 2nd and 5. Pass short, almost intercepted. Instead, it's going to be caught. This is Steffler who has a 1st down across the 35 to the 36. At Meridian secondary lurking there on that 2nd down, but Flowers gets away with it.
Ooh, Gwilliam had a beat on it, too. He had a break. He dove for it just outside of his fingertips.
1st and 10 now from their own 37. Clock moving at 1 minute, 40 seconds. Twins left, single right for Flowers. Play action. Flowers has time. Here comes the pressure now, and he goes down. On the sack there for Meridian, Jacob Hartsaw, the defensive lineman, 6'4", 225, gets the sack.
Yeah, and Hartsaw, he came underneath his man and was able to cause some pressure up there, but that was a coverage sack. The defensive backs, those were go routes, and they were staying with him every step of the way. We talked about the Meridian defensive back, the speed they have back there. They will give you a step, and they do it on purpose. They bait a lot of people, and then when the ball is thrown, they tend to break really well on that. That time, they stayed right in their hip pockets.
1:23 to go before the half. Timeout taken by Rigby. It's going to be a 2nd down and 19. We want to thank Howell Orthodontics once again in Meridian, welcoming patients of all ages with their family-friendly atmosphere. From a 7-year-old's first orthodontic consultation to a teenager's braces or treatment, all the way up to mom and dad, whatever they need, getting their turn in life. Howell Orthodontics will keep you smiling through all of your appointments. They also make paying for your treatment a breeze by offering low-down and 0% interest financing. Browse their website to learn more about braces, treatment solutions, and even about their awesome team members. HowellOrthodontics.com. See what Howell Orthodontics creates smiles worth celebrating.
So, Lucas, with Meridian, what we're looking at is can they get penetration with 4 men? If they can get penetration, they can get pressure on Flowers with 4 men. Having those guys having 7 drop in the defensive backfield to cause chaos with that speed they have, it seems to be the formula for their success.
Yeah.
If they're going to keep this potent Rigby offense in check.
So Trojan offense back out on the field here. It's 2nd down and 19. 1:23 to go before halftime. Meridian operating from their own 29. In between the hash marks. Flowers, shotgun set. A couple running backs standing to his right. Flowers takes a snap, rolling near side. Flowers going to sling this one near side. Pass caught at the 42. Did he keep his feet in? He did. Steffler, the junior receiver, already a touchdown tonight. And he's going to make 3rd down a whole lot easier here for Rigby.
Yeah, a whole lot easier. He pulled the NFL grab. He got both feet in, toe tapped on that. It was just an easy out route, and they wanted to keep everything in front of him on that play, and they gave up quite a few yards and left a 3rd and very manageable for this Rigby offense.
3rd and 6 from their own 42. Twins right, single left. Man in motion now coming to make Twins right. Flowers to throw. Here comes the pressure. Flowers dumps it off. Screen pass, and McCullough couldn't escape. Just a pickup of about a yard or 2 on the halfback screen. It brings up a 4th down. 1:05 to go before halftime. Clock is moving. Rigby, no timeouts left. Meridian with 2. Clock still moving.
Boy, I like to see that. You saw one of the Meridian players go over there and help one of the offensive linemen with their shoulder pad. Tuck it back in. That's good sportsmanship. That's how the game should be played. But if I'm Rigby, I punt the ball here. There's no way I'm going to give this offense. And remember, Flowers will do the thing where he lines up, then he drops back. But, hey, they may go for it.
Yeah, as of now, lined up to go for it. Pistol set. Clock still moving. Down to 30 seconds. Now it's an empty set. Man in motion to the far side. Flowers throwing over the middle. Pass caught near the 1st down. They got it.
Just got it.
Steffler on the reception. Clock down to 25 seconds now.
Gutsy call to go for it on 4th and 5.
Clock temporarily stops to reset the chains. Moving now under 20 seconds. Rigby with no timeouts at their own 48. Flowers to throw. Time. Flowers running out of it. He goes down. Flowers sacked once again back at his own 44.
Yeah, 44. And that was big Corbin Meisner who came in from the backside. He just beat his man, but that was good protection up until then. Great coverage downfield, and they're going to let the clock run out. That's our half.
Yeah, so the clock runs out on that flour sack. We have reached halftime here in the 2022 5A state championship game. We'll take a timeout here on IdahoSports.com. Come back with our halftime show. Your halftime score, Meridian 14, Rigby 7.
There's a change in the air in eastern Idaho, and right now we're celebrating the grand opening of the new Liberty GMC in Rexburg with an outstanding inventory of new and used GMCs. You'll celebrate too with discounts up to $3,500 on an awesome selection of new and used GMC vehicles. See dealer for details. Plus, you'll enjoy Liberty at the pump because we're giving away $500 gas cards with every new vehicle sold. And due to popular demand, we're offering the famous Warranty Forever on every qualified new and used vehicle we sell. Some exclusions apply. See dealer for details. Warranty Forever means a lifetime warranty on engine, transmission, and drive axle components as long as you own the vehicle. It doesn't matter if you're young or old, or really young, or really old. Here in Idaho, we love our Liberty. Come and see us today at the new Liberty GMC in Rexburg with Warranty Forever. Remember, GMC exit 333. Liberty GMC in Rexburg, formerly John Adams GMC.
Ads like this keep popping up, but I see through the hype because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is. Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
We're Valley-wide Country Store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go, or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
Look at that. The unmistakable swagger of someone fully covered with health insurance through Your Health Idaho for as low as $0 a month. If you're as speechless as I am right now, say nothing. Health yeah! Enroll by December 15th and you could qualify for quality health insurance starting at $0 a month.
Hello?
I was in an accident.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I have my seatbelt on.
I'm Jen Miguel-Seiler, and I'm from Moscow. I think it's really important to get vaccinated because it's not just about me and my health, it's about the people around me. We have a lot of friends who have disabilities or have different health conditions. I want to make sure I don't make anyone sick. So we chose to get vaccinated to keep each other healthy.
Taking the hard path isn't always easy. It takes courage and determination to do hard things. Quitting tobacco and vaping is possible.
You decide when. We'll show you how. Learn more at projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
halftime here from the blue, high above Albertson Stadium. This IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of the 2022 Idaho High School State Football Playoffs on IdahoSports.com is presented by Project Filter, Your Health Idaho, the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, the Idaho Transportation Department, also brought to you in part by Valley Wide Cooperative and your local Toyota dealer. Also want to thank our power boosters on board with us tonight. Meridian Plumbing, the College of Western Idaho, Evade Pest Management. Those are out of Meridian, out of Rigby. A bunch of great local sponsors out of Rigby. Teton Auto Group, Eckerson Funeral Chapel, Idaho Drug, Briggs Steel, MVP Rentals, Upper Valley Orthopedics, and Anytime Fitness out of Rigby. Also want to thank Jab Construction. They won't tell you that they're the right choice. They're going to show you as Rigby's #1 custom home builder. They are dedicated to honesty, communication to ensure your property is built the right way. When you use Jab Construction, you not only get your dream home, you get a lasting professional relationship the way it should be. With decades of experience, let Jab Construction build a home of your dreams. They're excited to get to work. They say, go Trojans. All right, my name's Lucas Gephardt alongside my broadcast partner, Ryan Luke, and Logan Green now joining us up in the booth. He spent the whole first half down on the sidelines. Pretty full house here tonight, and it's a little cold down there, huh?
Yeah, I mean, every seat is full. Just being down there, even into the curve over here on the east side of the field, there's even some Meridian fans that are over here in the Rigby side. I don't know if that was on purpose or accident, but there is not a seat available on the Meridian side, so I think it has to do some with that. But Lucas, just real quick, I just want to say, you were just reading some of those great sponsors. I work with these guys weekly, monthly, yearly, whatever it is. These are some of the best people in the state of Idaho that support our broadcast. You think of Ted Austin there at Fall River Propane and Fall River Electric, over at Idaho Drug, Ty Swenson. You know, these are some of the best people in Idaho.
Sure.
So I just want to personally, if you're out there listening, say thank you. We also got Doug Swanson on as well. He's a huge supporter of sports over in eastern Idaho. And I just personally want to say thank you for what you've done and the support you've given to Idaho sports and Idaho high school athletes over the past month during the high school football playoffs. So, but like you said, Lucas, it's a great crowd. It's a great environment down there. It is loud. And I don't know if you can equate that up here, but it is pretty loud down there.
Yeah, I mean, we're, literally on top of the field, right? I mean, it feels like we're a mile away from this thing. We can get a little bit of crowd noise coming through, but Ryan, you can just feel the atmosphere here tonight in this one. We talked about it's a great venue for these kids to play in, and so far, what's been a good game. And for Rigby, they're doing the exact same thing they did last week. They're just hanging around.
Just hanging around, making the plays when they need to be made. And good teams, and we talk about good teams, and it's only good teams that are here right now, but they don't tighten up. They don't stiffen up. They're able to play their game. They don't hit the panic button. They continue on. And you see Rigby, they responded really well. I thought Meridian was going to come down and punch one in there at the end, but Rigby stiffened up a little bit on that. But just the environment. I mean, this is top tier. This is the best football you're going to get in the state of Idaho at the high school level, and you're seeing it tonight on both sides of the field, on both aspects, both offense and defense from both of these teams.
Yeah, we want to also thank Madison Therapy Team at Madison Memorial Hospital, providing the best sports medicine in the area. They've supported our Jefferson County athletics for many years, conveniently located inside the hospital. Madison Health Therapy, sports medicine team is there when you need them. So, yeah, I mean, we talked about it a little bit throughout the broadcast there, and we talked about it leading up to this game, too. We did a Facebook Live about 30 minutes before kickoff, too. Rigby just knows how to hang around. There have just been, moments in this game where it's like, and it was like that last week, too, right? There were moments where it's like, okay, this is where Rocky's going to kind of open it up. Meridian, it's just kind of been that survive, hang around type of mentality for sure.
Yeah, and what I see is some adjustments. Rigby makes the adjustment where, okay, they're running the ball on us and they're doing that lead play over the right side. So what are we going to do? We're going to just slant everybody to the left. We're going to create some penetration. Okay, that works for that. And then all of a sudden you'll see really good coaching on the Meridian side, and they make some counter action and say, okay, fine, if they're going to do that, then we're going to hit them, and we're going to do a wham block coming on the backside, and we're going to roll our quarterback out to the left. And the adjustments, the in-game adjustments are really going to dictate the outcome of the score of this thing, because both coaches are very, very good. And here's the thing. It's not just the head coach. I mean, the offensive coordinator, he'll see something. He'll make an adjustment. Then the defensive coordinator from the other team will come back and do it. And we've seen that multiple times up to this point from both of these teams.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed, we talked about on the broadcast a couple times throughout this year about how sophisticated these sidelines are. Both these teams, TVs on the sideline. What Rigby has this week, a couple guys with bright green neon hats. And that's because the press box is so far away here at Albertson Stadium. So you're really kind of seeing that next level type of stuff being brought out here tonight.
Yeah, and what they say is that everything trickles down. Well, historically, a lot of the nuances of the game of football trickle down from the NFL, hit the college ranks, and then down to the high school ranks. Well, now with the age of technology and the speed and just the availability of everything, it is here, and they are using it at high school levels, and they have screens on the sideline, and they're running back and forth with iPads, and they're pausing things, and they're saying, hey, look, this is what he does on this one, just to give themselves that advantage. And then on top of that, Rigby runs a pro-style offense, a very sophisticated style of offense. Now, Meridian does too, but it's not one you're going to find in the NFL. You'll probably find it at the college ranks. You do a couple of places. But both of these teams execute at a very high level in the sophistication, and we'll use that word again, but the sophistication of both of these offenses, the complexities, and then making the adjustments, and they're doing it with technology, absolutely stellar.
Yeah, so as we sit at halftime here, we'll go over the scoring summary just real quick. Not a whole lot to go over, just 3 touchdowns in this one. The 2 touchdowns for Meridian, Riley Byington, a 7-yard touchdown that put Meridian up 7-0. Then you have Marco Del Rio, a 2-yard touchdown run as well. That came on a 4th and goal. And then Meridian came right back as Steffler, a 22-yard touchdown reception from Flowers. And he was wide open on that play. You don't normally see a breakdown like that in this Meridian defense. But then Meridian, Nathan Reynolds, a linebacker, took a kickback 80-plus yards to set Meridian up 1st and goal. And Rigby turned the Warriors away on downs, helped out by a penalty on that one as well. Rigby, a couple turnovers in this one as well, an interception and a fumble. But through all that, 24 minutes left to go for both of these teams. We're going to award a state champion when we're done with this. It's either going to be Rigby, and it'll be their 2nd state championship in back-to-back years. It would be their 3rd in the last 4, or Meridian is going to win their 1st state championship since 2007.
Yeah, and 2 really good football teams. I mean, sometimes it's tough to comment when you're just sitting here watching good football happen at multiple levels. We talked about the scoring chances and what happened, and we saw the best of what both teams has to offer. You have Luke Flowers, the D1 quarterback that's going to go. He still has a year of high school left too, but he hit a really beautifully thrown ball. It was a timing route, and there was the post corner route, and they took the jab step, and he threw the ball for the touchdown on the deep far end of the end zone away from us. I mean, literally diagonal away from us, and we could see the whole thing happening, and it was beautiful. And then you see on offense, Meridian on offense coming back, and they're punching the ball, and they're just ramming it down their throats. And here's the adjustment. Rigby's adjusted to the run game. So now you're going to have to see Meridian say, okay, fine, you're just adjusted to those plays. Let's see if you can adjust to these plays and what they come out with at halftime.
Yeah, Meridian has retaken the field here on the blue again. They're on the far sideline, still waiting for Rigby. While we wait for them, we'll step aside and we will thank Liberty GMC here on the halftime show on IdahoSports.com.
There's a change in the air in eastern Idaho, and right now we're celebrating the grand opening of the new Liberty GMC in Rexburg. With an outstanding inventory of new and used GMCs, you'll celebrate too, with discounts up to $3,500 on an awesome selection of new and used GMC vehicles. See dealer for details. Plus, you'll enjoy Liberty at the pump, because we're giving away $500 gas cards with every new vehicle sold. And due to popular demand, we're offering the famous Warranty Forever on every qualified new and used vehicle we sell. Some exclusions apply. See dealer for details. Warranty Forever means a lifetime warranty on engine, transmission, and drive axle components as long as you own the vehicle. It doesn't matter if you're young or old, or really young, or really old. Here in Idaho, we love our Liberty. Come and see us today at the new Liberty GMC in Rexburg with Warranty Forever. Remember, GMC exit 333. Liberty GMC in Rexburg, formerly John Adams GMC.
We want to thank Fall River Propane as well, serving all the Upper Valley, as well as Island Park with the highest quality, hottest burning propane at competitive prices. Our industry-trained and certified staff offers more than 70 years of experience. Fall River Propane services all makes and models of propane fireplaces and stoves. Fall River Propane is your full-service propane provider for homes and businesses. Check them out, fallriverpropane.com, or call anytime, 800-632-5726. Fall River Propane, experience the difference. Also want to thank Idaho Drug in Rigby, a traditional pharmacy since 1947, where your health is their priority. Whether you need a prescription refilled on their mobile app or a gift for that special someone, visit Idaho Drug at 139 East Main Street for all your pharmacy and drugstore needs. They also offer free home delivery. Idaho Drug is a proud supporter of Rigby Athletics, wants to wish the boys the best of luck here in the state championship game. Also, ProPete Fertilizer is an Envo-friendly product that reduces leaching. ProPete can help replace organic matter back into the soil. Peat-bound nutrients release when plants need them. Carbon 90 Plus binds nutrients to natural carbon for peat moss, encouraging steady plant growth and healthier turf with less mowing and thatch. ProPete is great for lawns, gardens, shrubs, trees. ProPete, wishing the Trojans the best of luck here tonight. So both teams have retaken the field. Under 2 minutes to go before we start the second half. Step aside once again on IdahoSports.com. The 5A state championship. We're going to award a state champion here in the second half. 24 minutes to go. 90 seconds before we get going again.
There's a change in the air in eastern Idaho, and right now we're celebrating the grand opening of the new Liberty GMC in Rexburg with an outstanding inventory of new and used GMCs. You'll celebrate too with discounts up to $3,500 on an awesome selection of new and used GMC vehicles. See dealer for details. Plus, you'll enjoy Liberty at the pump because we're giving away $500 gas cards with every new vehicle sold. And due to popular demand, we're offering the famous Warranty Forever on every qualified new and used vehicle we sell. Some exclusions apply. See dealer for details. Warranty Forever means a lifetime warranty on engine, transmission, and drive axle components as long as you own the vehicle. It doesn't matter if you're young or old, or really young, or really old. Here in Idaho, we love our Liberty. Come and see us today at the new Liberty GMC in Rexburg with Warranty Forever. Remember, GMC exit 333. Liberty GMC in Rexburg, formerly John Adams GMC.
Back here at Albertson Stadium, just moments away from kicking off the second half. Meridian is going to get the ball first to start things here in the second half. Once again, you are listening to an IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of the 2022 Idaho High School State Football Playoffs. It's the 5A State Championship game here tonight, live from Albertson Stadium. Lucas Gephardt and Ryan Luke for IdahoSports.com. Logan Green running some social media stuff down for us on the sideline, so be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We have you covered.
So this is it. This is the best of the best. This is the last half of football that we're going to see from the 5A ranks this year. We have the 3A game tomorrow that you can catch here on IdahoSports.com. But this is it. I mean, this is the best football that we have to offer, and it truly is. And they're playing their guts out, and both of these teams are just incredibly talented. And you know, you probably heard me say it about 15 times tonight, but this, when you get down to this level, and it's these final two teams, and it's these specific teams throughout the year, we really can say that. And with Meridian getting the ball right off the bat, I expect to see Meridian come and just shove the ball down their throats and try to get into the end zone. I think they do get in the end zone, trying to set the tone for the second half.
Yeah, remember last week in the state semifinals, Rigby tried a surprise onside kick after Rocky tried one on them to begin the second half. It worked for Rocky. So Rigby kicking off from right to left as we see it here up in the press box at Albertson Stadium. Witherspoon has it teed up on the 40-yard line towards the near hash. He'll be kicking off towards the north end zone. We'll see if they decide to kick it to Reynolds again. He almost took one back last time Rigby was kicking off, but here we go. 12 minutes up on the clock, third quarter, 14-7, Meridian leading Rigby. End over end kick away. It goes to Reynolds. Here he comes from his own 5. Across the numbers, across the 20 to the 25. Pushes his way down to the 30. And the Warriors offense will start there to begin the second half.
Yeah, 30-yard line, not a bad place to start. And we'll see what they line up initially with their formation. If they're spreading the ball out, it's because they're respecting the run defense. If they're spreading their offense out, it's because they're respecting the run. If not, I think they probably have something up their sleeve in terms of play calling. But I'd give a lot of credit to this Meridian offense and their play calling. They do what they do, and they'll make sure they do it really well. And if not, they'll adjust to it.
1st and 10 for the Warriors. They'll start from their own 30. Ball spotted on the near hash mark. Single receiver to the near side. Martinez under center. Right up the middle. Byington has some room down the near sideline. A first down and a lot more. Across midfield. Bulldozing his way across the 40 and down at the 35. How's that for a big hitter?
Fantastically drawn up. And what they did is they went to the weak side of the field where they had the short side of the field. They didn't have the tight end on this side. And they must have seen something at the halftime or when they looked it over, when seeing that they overload or typically or play to that stronger tight end side. Byington makes one cut, and he shows the speed down the sideline, and he finished that run. He lowered his shoulder, knocked the guy forward for a good 2 to 3 more yards.
1st and 10 now from the Rigby 38. Just like that, the Warriors offense on the move. 30 seconds into this third quarter. Martinez under center, single receiver to the left side. They try the near side once again. Del Rio this time across the 30, marked down at the 28.
Yeah, and a great pickup, and they came to the same side of the field. This time Byington was the lead blocker on that. He sealed the end, and then Del Rio just picked his way as they came across the field. That kind of works like a little bit like a counter sweep as they stay close to the line of scrimmage, nothing too deep in the backfield, and that negates the ability to penetrate deep in the backfield for Rigby. Just a quick 5 yards, and you'll take that every time.
1st and 10 now for the Warriors, or 2nd down rather, 2nd and 5. So they pick up 5 on that first down. Under 11 minutes to play, split back formation for Meridian. Trying the right side again, stuffed at the 24. It's going to be a pickup of about 3 for Meridian on that 2nd down run. Brings up a 3rd and short. Again, this is bread and butter for Meridian.
Yeah, just like they like it, right? Just like they draw it up, 3rd and short, and they have 2 downs to get this, no problem. But we talked about earlier in the first half, Rigby thought they could stop the run. They just didn't want to give up big plays. And that big play, and you can see now all of a sudden it's like, all right, well, we got to pack the box. That's going to leave that play action wide open for Meridian as this game goes on.
Single receiver far side on 3rd and 1. Power I formation for Meridian. They try the right side. This is going to be a first down. Del Rio, I believe, across the 20 down to the 19. Del Rio on the carry.
Yeah, and they've gone to that lead play where the near side, doesn't matter, whichever back, the deep back takes the handoff and he gets the lead block from the up back. Whew, that was a tough one. And you can count on at least 3 to 4 yards a pop.
Ball spotted at the 19. Meridian in the red zone. Played about 2 minutes here in this third quarter. 9.5 to go in this third frame. First drive of the second half here for the Warriors and for either team for that matter. Single receiver to the near side for Meridian on this first down. It's Freeze standing right at the 20 over the numbers. Split back formation. They try it up the middle, not going anywhere. St. Michel on the carry, stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, stuffed the line of scrimmage, and they ran a run blitz, so they crowded the A gap on both sides of the center, expecting that quick hitter to go up in the middle. But again, when it's that close, you only gave up, it was a tackle in the backfield, you only lost maybe a yard. And that's why Meridian runs that type of play, because if it gets stuffed out, it gets stuffed out for not a huge loss. Now, Zeke Martinez hasn't been asked to do a lot this game, and at some point they will need to rely on him to put the ball in the right placement at the right time, and I think that time sooner than later.
Yeah, it's 2nd down and 12, under 9 minutes to go, third quarter. Split back formation again for Meridian as they try the left side. Byington on a sweep, again stuffed at the 20, just a pickup of 2 for Byington, and it brings up a 3rd and long, and now might be the moment where they ask Martinez to put the ball in the right place like you were just talking about.
Yeah, Byington needed to show a little more patience. He had a lead blocker, the near side guard pulled and was leading for him, and he outran his block and ran right into the guy that the blocker was, that his lineman was going to block. If he would have just held off for just a minute, maybe cut it up a little shorter, he'd think he had a lane. But as is, only a pickup of about 1 or 2.
3rd and 11. Freeze the single receiver to the near side. Martinez under center. Power I formation to the right. Martinez the throw under pressure. Martinez floating one to the near side. It's picked off. Intercepted at the 5. Rigby a big turnover, and they take over deep in their own territory.
Ooh, and that is just what the doctor ordered, especially when you have a team that's just pushing you around. They came up. Now, Martinez, that was a horrible throw. I mean, that was terrible. I don't know what he was thinking about that. He thought that he could maybe throw it maybe to the out or what he was doing, but I don't see what he was seeing. That being said, the Rigby defender reacted really well, tracked that ball down, basically caught it fading away.
I believe that was Save Falavai that came up with the interception, I think. Again, hard to see from all the way up here as we're up in the press box. Regardless, the Rigby defense again coming up with a timely turnover. 1st and 10 for the Trojans from their own 5. Twins left, Singer right. Quick screen to the near side, dropped. They were trying to get that one to Packer. Been a lot quieter tonight than he was in last week's semifinal win.
Yeah, and what they're doing is they've lined up Spencer Allen on him pretty much the whole night. That or they've swapped it out with the other with Landon Easton. But they're bracketing him and they're keeping him on the outside. They do not want him to. They don't want Brady Packer to beat them. And that being said, they've had a couple other guys. Jace Benedict has responded really nicely tonight, and Flowers has found other receivers.
2nd and 10 now from their own 5. Flowers in the orange paint. They run it up the middle. And this one not going to get much. Maybe a gain of about 3 as they try the draw up the middle.
Yeah, and that draw is kind of a fun one because what they do as soon as the ball snaps, both the quarterback and the running back are moving forward. So they don't wait for it to get there. It's a bam-bam draw. It's just the run, the handoff only happens about 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down now for Rigby, a big 3rd down at that. Empty set for Flowers, 3rd and 7. 7:15, clock moving, trips right, Twins left. Flowers to throw, time in the pocket, over the middle, got batted down at the line of scrimmage. They had Packer wide open for a 1st down.
Yeah, but that's what you have to do if you're going to release that, and they ran. Nate Reynolds vacated that position. He ran out to his far left, and with that being said, the defensive line got their hands up and knocked the ball down. That's what you're taught to do. If you don't get pressure, if you're not able to get in the defensive backfield as a defensive lineman, you jump up, you get your hands in the way, you try and knock passes down, and good things happen.
Rigby punting from their own end zone, right at the top of the C of the Broncos. Snap is a little high. Here comes the pressure. Punt is away. Freeze, the punt returner, letting this one bounce at the 35. It takes a Rigby roll down to the 45. I want to thank Taylor Chevrolet, proud supporter of Rigby Athletics. Taylor Chevrolet has been serving the Upper Valley for 90 years with excellent service and a stellar sales team. Taylor Chevrolet is home for oil changes for life. That's right, buy any new or used vehicle and never worry about your oil change again. Taylor Chevrolet is your Southeast Idaho auto dealer. With a wide range of selections, Chevrolet, Buick, Cadillac models. Come in today and get the vehicle you want with oil changes for life. Stop by their Rexburg location or visit them online at TaylorChevrolet.com. All right, so Meridian now with good field position starting this drive at the Rigby 44.
Yeah, both sides, defenses both stepped up on both ends. Meridian back on offense.
Singer receiver far side. Martinez throwing from a split back formation. In trouble. Martinez throwing on the run. Down the near sideline. A jump ball. They got it. Down at the 16. How about that? Freeze, I believe, coming up with the big catch.
Freeze made a fantastic catch. It was coming over the defender's shoulder, and Zeke Martinez getting a little pressure. He rolled out to his left, but the thing that you do if you're a quarterback, you have to square your shoulders to where you're throwing the ball and basically attack and throw forward, and he was able to do that. He put a nice touch on that. Freeze tracked that ball down in this frigid night.
Freeze just went up and got that 50-50 ball. He's the single receiver to the left. Power, or wing T formation rather, as they run it with Byington to the left side. Byington across the 15. They mark him down at the 13, so 2nd down coming up. 6.5 to go, 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and if Meridian doesn't score on this drive, it's going to be the game of missed opportunities. They've had 2 drives now where they've been deep in their own territory, haven't come away with any points.
Yep, absolutely.
This game could be out of hand at this point if they were able to convert.
Yep, you were absolutely right about that. This ball sitting at the Meridian 13. Meridian breaking huddle, single receiver near side. They're going to try the left side. Del Rio trying to snake his way through the defense across the 10 and brought down at the 8. He's about a yard short of the first down. 3rd and 1 coming up here for the Warriors.
Yeah, Del Rio followed his man up the hole that time, and it paid dividends because he was able to get a big block and lean forward, and now it's just 3rd and short. At this point, you got to go back to what you do best in that lead. We talk about running that lead over that far side, over the right side, to gain the yards necessary for this first down and punch the ball in the end zone.
3rd down and 1. Meridian only the center as break and huddle. Now here come the rest of them. Power I formation. They go to the right side. This is going to be close. Stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Rigby came out of the pile with the ball. I think they're going to say the back was down. They do. And it's just enough for a first down. Not by much.
Yeah, not by much, but they ran the lead play that I just talked about. It's the same thing. They gave it to Del Rio. He followed his man up there when I was playing. We called it the 24 lead. Going through the 2-back, had the ball through the 4 hole, had men leading up there, so that lead play paying dividends.
1st and goal from the 5. Meridian breaking huddle. In that wing T formation. They try the end around. Byington slips out of a tackle. Byington diving into the end zone. Touchdown, Meridian.
And Riley Byington showing fantastic athleticism there. He got his pad so low that when the man went to tackle him around his shoulder, around his shoelaces, he was able to put one hand down, fend him off, and just kept his balance and waltzed into the end zone. That was a beautiful play. It almost is kind of like a short end around because he's the wing back on the far side, takes it on the end around, followed his man up for the touchdown.
Vargas now on for the point after. Meridian extending their lead to 13. 5:04 to go, 3rd quarter. As Vargas awaits for the point after. Snap good, hold good, kick good as well. And that makes the lead 14. I want to thank Upper Valley Orthopedics. And in the Snake River Valley is in the Upper Snake River Valley, renowned state-of-the-art orthopedic and sports medicine clinic. Their entire team of certified orthopedic surgeons treating all kinds of conditions: shoulder, elbow, hand, wrist, hip, knee, foot, ankle. Please give them a call today, 208-356-9550. Call them online, uppervalleyortho.com. Upper Valley Orthopedics in Rexburg, proud supporters of Rigby Athletics. I also want to thank Scott's True Value and CarQuest, which is dedicated to providing you with great customer service and a wide variety of products, unmatched, to help you take care of every hardware, automotive, and weekend project needs. Are located at 201 South State Street in beautiful downtown Rigby. Give them a call, 208-745-6498. Visit them online at truevalue.com. And let them take care of you the hometown way. Scott's True Value, a proud supporter of Rigby Athletics. They say, go Trojans. All right, so Rigby back in the same spot that they were earlier in this game, down 14. Last time they were in this spot, the offense put together a drive and ended with the Steffler 22-yard touchdown.
Yeah, 22-yard touchdown. And you kind of got the feeling, though, that Meridian needed that to get the monkey off their back, you know. They played a little tight. Rigby had made some adjustments. I was able to stop them a couple times deep in their own territory. And for them to get that touchdown, how they got the touchdown, the Meridian way, if you will, feels like it maybe just loosened them up a little bit for this. And we'll see how they respond on defense. And that being said, let's see how Rigby responds on offense if they can go back to their own game plan.
Ball teed up on the far hash on the 40-yard line. Vargas approaches it. End over end kick is away. It's going to be brought back from the 12. Down the far sideline, trying to reverse field. Now cutting up between the hash marks. Brought down at the 25. Here comes a flag. We'll have to check that one out from this District 2 officiating crew.
Yeah, it was a block in the back. We saw it was a hold. I guess we'll call it a hold. But, yeah, it was pretty obvious. And so it's going to move the ball back a little bit.
I want to thank Anytime Fitness. They're Rigby's best 24-hour fitness center. Be sure to visit their location on Rigby Lake Drive to get started today. Go Trojans from everyone at Anytime Fitness. Also, if you're an Idaho homeowner and have fallen behind on your mortgage because of the COVID-19 pandemic, help is available. The Idaho Homeowner Assistance Fund can help you get back on track. Check your eligibility and apply today at idahohousing.com/HAF or call 888-991-2166. So the penalty going to push Rigby back to their own 12. And that's where the offense will start. Just not good field position for the Trojans to start things here in the second half. Under 5 minutes to go. Rigby now down by 2 touchdowns, 21-7. B trips left for Flowers. Screen pass going left. Caught at the numbers at the 10. Racing up to the 15 and then hitting a wall at the 15 is going to be Packer. They're just trying to look ways to get him the ball. Ryan, you made the point that Meridian's bracketing the elite receiver here for Rigby. That's a catch there on a screen pass.
Yeah, and they just ran in full motion from the far side of the field to the near side of the field, trying to see who's covering him and if they can get him the ball in space to maybe, make some moves and create some yardage. But as is, Meridian's done a good job on him.
Empty set for Flowers on second down. Over the middle pass, in and out of the hands of Steffler. It would have been a first down. Check that. That's Benedict.
Yeah, Benedict's typically pretty sure-handed. In that particular play, Nathan Reynolds was breathing down his neck, but they're doing a good job because Reynolds is dropping back in coverage, and they're running all the routes in front of him on those crossing routes. Those are typically easy completions.
Big one here. 3rd and 6 from their own 16 for Rigby. Empty set again for Flowers. Here comes the pressure. Flowers still on his feet. Gets rid of it, and it's a first down. He somehow stayed on his feet and found Steffler for the first down.
Oh, and Steffler made a good grab, but he came open because Ryan Corder, the outside linebacker, came on a blitz untouched. Flowers just stepped up, and Corder went to the ground, hanging onto his legs, trying to bring him down. He wasn't going to escape, but he stayed on his feet and was able to make a great pass and an easy completion for the first down.
By the skin of their teeth, this Rigby drive is still alive. Pistol set, 2x2 set for receivers. Man in motion, that's McCullough. They throw it to him on a screen pass, far side across the 30, and a good pickup of about 6 or 7 for McCullough there in the flat on the halfback swing.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing. They're taking advantage of this Meridian defense because Meridian's manning up on the 2 outside receivers, and the motion man doesn't get anybody. It's going to be the safety that's sitting over the top of those 2 that has coverage on that, and he's 15 yards down the backfield in the defensive backfield, so they're able to pick up the 7-8 yards at a time.
No huddle for Rigby. Play action. Flowers in trouble, rolling near side. Throws this one, caught by Packer. Here comes a flag. It's sitting at the 39. That's where Packers dropped at the 38. For now, it's a Rigby first down.
Yeah, it's going to be an illegal man downfield. The offensive lineman just released too far down the field. Yep, there it is.
So this one coming back on Rigby. So wipe the first down off the board. And a 2nd and 2 will now turn into, we'll see where they spot it. Should be about a 2nd and 7 or so.
Yeah, 2nd and 7. That one kind of was a busted play. It's hard because you're an offensive lineman. You're taught to hold. If the man gets past you, if you don't have a chance, release downfield. And then they call the RPOs, which has basically changed the game within the last 5 to 7 years. And those offensive linemen are taught to hold for a second and then release downfield. And they did. And sometimes if the quarterback hangs on to the ball too long, that's when you start seeing the illegal man downfield.
2nd and 8 is what they're going to call it. Trips left. Rigby running it. McCullough bulldozing over a defender to the 31. It's just a pickup of about 3 or 4. Leaves another big 3rd down here for Rigby. And tonight, Luke Flowers, the junior quarterback, he's being asked to do a lot here in this second half. You can kind of tell the game plan for Rigby, put it in the hands of number 4.
Yeah, he's their point guard. He distributes the ball. He makes generally good choices. He threw the pick early on, but that was it. Other than that, he has been very, very intelligent with where he's thrown the ball.
5 receivers in the set on 3rd and 5. 2:20 to go. Flowers over the middle. Pass is caught, and this is going to be a first down. It's the receiver slipping out of a tackle, as that was Cohen Peck, the tight end. His first catch tonight. It's a first down to the 43.
Yeah, Cohen Peck was injured versus the Rocky game, but you weren't going to keep this kid out of the state championship game. He ran a route right in front of Reynolds, and Reynolds went to wrap him up. He was able to slip past him, but he was already at the first down yardage. But they'll do that. They'll run 3 yards, turn around, right at the sticks, and catch the first down.
This time under center. Ace back set for Flowers. Man in motion coming near to the far side. Play action. Flowers time. Flowers steps up, throwing to the far side of the field. Pass is caught by Packer across the 45 and brought down at the 41. Another Rigby first down. The Trojans now on the move.
Yeah, that was Cade Steffler, and he's somebody we haven't seen. He's made some drops early on, but he's able to come up with the throw. And, the angle from here, that throw looked a little awkward. He threw it, and I thought it was going to be a lollipop, but it actually was a strike to the far side of the field, running away from the defender. He put it where nobody else but his man could have made the catch.
So Steffler, the first down, now operating in Warrior territory. Ball at the Meridian 42. Flowers under center. Gamino, the deep back, ace set. Twins left. Man in motion. Benedict, play action. Flowers stepping up, throwing down the far side. That pass is a little high and dropped by Peck.
Oh, he had him too. He just kind of ran the wheel route, got behind the defender. He threw it too high for him. That was a fastball. He needed to throw a changeup on that one.
So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 10, 1:19 to go, third quarter. You get the feeling this is a big, big drive for Meridian, down 2 scores.
Rigby.
Rigby, yeah.
And a big drive for Meridian, too.
Just 13 minutes and 19 seconds remaining in the Idaho high school football season. Shotgun set, Twins left. Screen pass to the near side. Pass is caught across the 40, down to the 35, across the numbers. Brought down at the 34. That's a good second down pickup on the reception is Benedict.
Yeah, Benedict made a good play there. He cut up field. And again, Meridian just giving that up every single time. As that man comes in motion, they're not checking him. They're passing him off to the safety on that side. And the safety is not stepping up for fear of the deep ball getting past him.
Under a minute to go in the third quarter. 3rd and 1. They run it. Left side, first down, out to the Mountain West logo in between the hash marks and the numbers. Gamino, the running back.
And, they've been setting themselves up to be able to run the ball all game. And specifically on this drive, as you started to see how Flowers is distributing the ball all over the field. It has the Meridian defense running sideline to sideline. All of a sudden, you hand the ball off, and they're going, wait, we got to deal with the back now too? Wait, where did this come from? And, typically they're really stout run defense, so it's hard to run on them. But at this point, you spread the defense out. You can run the ball.
30 seconds to go in the quarter. Back to the ground, Gamino up the middle. Gamino just tripped up across the 20, and Rigby now in the red zone. Clock moving, under 20 seconds to go, third quarter, trailing by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, trailing by 2 touchdowns. It feels like they've kind of filled out discovered a little bit of a formula here. This is going to be in a legal formation.
7 seconds to go in the quarter. They do get it off. Back to Gamino, right side. No flags. Gamino has a first down to the 16, and that will do it for the third quarter.
Yeah, maybe that wasn't a legal formation. They didn't run a pass route, so nobody was downfield, but the end man has to cover. He's the last guy if the guy's on line scrimmage. Go look up formations, illegal formations. It's not
right.
Trying to describe it here over the air is probably not doing it any justice, but that was a great quarter, and I would say a great quarter for both of them. There was only 1 touchdown scored, and that's due to the clock running, basically continuously when Meridian has the ball. But you see Rigby responding really well, really nicely on this drive, and they're doing it again according to their game plan, distributing the ball, and all of a sudden they found the run game. They found that, hey, we spread these guys out. The middle of the field tends to be open. You're seeing Nathan Reynolds drop back. He's not attacking downhill to stop to plug those holes, and when he does, they're going to be able to run those routes behind him. So they're playing a little cat and mouse with the Meridian linebackers at this point.
On to the fourth quarter now. Rigby on the move. They are application. We're talking about Heartland Ag. At Heartland Ag, application is what they do. From case and RBR application equipment, tanks, trailers to all your spraying and seeding needs, located in Burley, Idaho. Give them a call, 800-994-9120. Find them online at heartlandag.com. Also want to thank Kelly Canyon Ski Resort. They want to congratulate all Eastern Idaho teams for making it to the state championship this weekend. They open November 25th, just in time for the post-football blues. Good luck from Doug, from everyone there at Kelly Canyon Ski Resort. Also, Brolims in Rigby is a proud supporter of the Rigby boys here at the state championship game. They want to wish them good luck. That's Brolims. All right, 12 minutes left before we award a 5A champion. And before we get going, some whistles, and as they figure it out, we'll take this chance to thank Lava Hot Springs. Is your destination for a fun or relaxing day, whichever you choose, just 11 miles off I-15. Their world-famous hot springs are open now from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. and until 11 on Fridays and Saturdays. They're all-natural geothermal hot springs, a warm 102 to 112 degrees, so you can soak your worries away. We'll tell you more about them
on the other side of this play as we're ready for action to begin the fourth quarter. Flowers screen pass caught by Packer to the 15. Packer breaks a tackle inside the 10, gets annihilated at the 7. That was a big hit taken by Packer. He's near the first down.
It looks like they're going to give him the first down on that, but it's the same play all night long, and Meridian has not adjusted to it, again, for fear. And there's a touchdown.
Gamino up the middle near the goal line. No signal. Rigby wants a touchdown. I don't think they're going to get it.
Oh, boy, that was an awkward play.
That's
Hold
close.
on just a second. I think
they're sorting it out.
I feel like they didn't even set the ball on that one and whistle the play live.
Is this a touchdown? I haven't seen a signal yet. But Rigby is marching the point after onto the field. I think that's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. Sam Gamino from 2 yards out. Rigby is now within a score.
Yeah, it didn't even look like they blew the play live on that one. But so be it.
2-yard touchdown from Sam Gamino. Witherspoon point after is good. Holy cow, that was strange.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That just happened. I wasn't ready for it. But, again, finding the running game, I think, has been kind of a lifesaver for this Rigby offense because Meridian started to settle in a little bit on the pass. Now, so Rigby's found a couple of plays that work for him. We're going to run that swing pass out to the side when we run the receiver in motion because they're only manning up 3 people on that side, and they're getting good blocking from the receivers. And then they're running the ball up the middle. Other than that, they really don't have anything left to do.
Yeah, right. Just want to finish up here with Lava Hot Springs as we got interrupted there by the Meridian touchdown. Their indoor aquatic center with their Kiddie Cove is also open Fridays and Saturdays. That's noon until 8 and Sundays noon to 5 with special weekday hours. Just visit LavaHotSprings.com for more information on their calendar and hours. We also want to thank Steve's Hometown. The Steve's Hometown dealership are proud supporters of the Idaho High School State Football Playoffs. Steve's Hometown Toyota in Ontario, Hometown Motors, Weezer, and Steve's Hometown Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Fruitland are just a short drive to savings from anywhere in the Treasure Valley. The Steve's Hometown dealerships where customer satisfaction is their number one goal. Wishing the hometown team the best of luck tonight here in the state championship game. Well, it's a one-score game now.
One-score game, and just as much as Meridian needed their score, I think Rigby probably needed that one more to keep him in this ball game because I think Meridian may have found a little bit of the secret sauce, and that's what's fun at this point. Both teams have adjusted so well that now they're figuring out what's best that they can do. Again, they're looking at maybe a little bit of an onside kick here, trying to keep possession of the ball. Rigby does not want to give the ball up to Meridian that just eats that clock up.
Yeah, and right now Witherspoon they are lined up in an onside formation. And now they kind of reshift things. So we'll see what they decide to do. Witherspoon is just lined up kind of diagonally to the ball. And now they're going to blow it dead. So both teams going back to their sidelines. But Rigby has now tied a season high for the most points given up by Meridian all season. And that's how good this Meridian defense is. Meridian has not given up more than 14 points all year. And that was in a 36-14 win back in August 19th.
So they're having a discussion here over the sideline because they're talking about on the lining up for the onside kick where the kicking team can actually line up. And the referees are saying, you've got to line up 5 yards back. And the Rigby team is saying, no. We can line up on the line. We can be right there. We can attack the ball. And a couple of years ago, they put in for safety that they had to line up 5 yards off the ball. And he's saying, no, we're not on the line. It's lining up between the 2 yard markers, which would be the 35 and the 40-yard line.
Yeah, meanwhile, while they sort this out, Meridian had a chance. Both teams went to the sideline, so Meridian got a chance to talk about how they want to defend this if this is an onside kick. 11:34 to go. Rigby trailing by a touchdown. Again, Witherspoon lined up diagonally just 2 yards away from the ball. This appears to be an onside kick. We'll see. So we await the kick. I think we're waiting for the official to give the go-ahead. Still waiting. Now we got the go-ahead. Witherspoon, it is an onside kick. Bouncing at the 50, and Meridian got at the 47. coming up and grabbing that one for Meridian. I believe that was Deary, the receiver, just came across the 50, went and got the ball.
Yeah, went right to the ground. It's exactly what you're supposed to do. And I find it interesting. I mean, you telegraphed. They telegraphed their onside kick on that time. They brought the team on. They showed everybody. We had a long discussion. They said, yep, you know what, we're still going to kick it, and then we're going to give a great field position to Meridian. I question that, but I'm not the coach, and I haven't won state championships. And so, you know, when you can do that, you can when you do that, it's like Bill Belichick. Anytime he gets questioned, you can point to six Super Bowl rings.
Just point to the rings. 1st and 10 for Meridian at the Rigby 48. They try the right side. Del Rio lost the football, and Rigby recovers at the 38. The Trojans, opportunistic defense. They get another big turnover, and they take over at the 39.
Oh, boy, and Del Rio, he had to move, too. He took one jab step, kind of slipped around the end, and as he was going through, the tackle is what got him, and it wasn't even on the ball. He kind of hammered down a little bit, but he hit his arm, and he coughed it up. I saw that one coming from up here. The ball, I mean, he's pretty good with the ball security. I haven't seen him fumble maybe one other time this year, but other than that, he just hangs on to the ball. It was a great tackle, and they attacked down on that, and he didn't even mean to go for the ball. He just happened to knock it out.
This Rigby team just hangs around. They did it last week at Rocky. They're doing it here tonight. 11:27 to go for the Rigby offense, taking over at their own 39. McCullough straight ahead up the middle, not much. Maybe a gain of 2.
Yeah, McCullough came up, and Meridian's really going to have to get stout on the run defense here because they have to take that away from them. They can't give up those cheap 5-7 yard gains that they had been giving up on the last set of downs, on the last drive. They need to make Meridian one-dimensional again. When they did that in the first half, they were much more effective at defending the pass.
Approaching the 11-minute mark. Clock now trickles under 11 minutes. Trips left for Flowers. McCullough to his left. Now sends McCullough in motion to the right. Resets, empty set for Flowers. Flowers, time to throw. Flowers pumps, throws to the near side into traffic. Did he come down with it? He did at the 40, and it's a first 10. First down for Meridian. Or Rigby, rather.
For Rigby, rather. Yeah, that was a great grab on the sideline. And again, Flowers' pinpoint accuracy, putting it where only his man could get it. You're starting to see the Meridian defense get frustrated. Say, hey, we make those plays generally. Some of those team captains need to settle the guys down, maybe call a timeout here pretty quick and say, guys, just settle down, breathe. We've got this. Let's play Meridian football.
5 receivers in the set. 1st and 10 now for Rigby from the Meridian 40-yard line. Trips left, twins right for Flowers. Empty set. Flowers to throw. Here comes pressure. Flowers escaping to the near side, running out of time. Here comes a flag. This could be a hold against Rigby as Flowers goes down at the 40. For the time being, it's a no-gain sack.
Yeah, that's going to be a holding call, and they have the wrong, so they have a 4th down on the far sideline. It should be a first down, so it's going to be 1st and 20 at that point. But you know what? Meridian showed something they haven't done all game, and they've typically been able to get pressure on the quarterback without blitzing. That time they brought an extra man, and they disguised it. They brought it it was a delayed blitz from the inside, and they were able to get pressure on it. And he actually drew the holding call. So it was a double whammy. You got pressure on Flowers, and then you got, that's a 12-yard holding, 13-yard holding call.
Spot foul, I suppose.
Yeah.
So first down and 17-ish, we'll call it, as they haven't updated the scoreboard. Flowers to throw on first down. Flowers over the middle. Pass going to the turf. It's incomplete. Steffler went to the turf at the 35. Pass was a little low in traffic, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, incomplete. You just ran that in route, and you look across the board. There was no safety help. There was nothing. William, the far side linebacker, dropped in coverage to try and help in that big hole on the far side of the field. But other than that, it was man coverage, and it was saying, beat us. Luke Flowers, beat us with your arm because we're not going to let you beat us with the run.
Well, that was Steffler, Benedict, the intended receiver on that last one. 3 receivers in the set now, 2nd and 22. Flowers all day to throw over the middle. His receiver stumbled, and it's almost intercepted. The receiver went to the ground. Pass was a little low. Rigby dodging a bullet there.
Yeah, and he actually made the wrong read. That's the first time that I have seen, the second time, the interception in the first half. But he made the wrong read because he was staring his man down, and Nate Reynolds was running with him. He was trying to hit the seam route, kind of a curl seam route at the top of it. He threw it, and his receiver tangled his feet with Nathan Reynolds, and he threw it to the ground. But that guy was not open.
3rd down and 22 for Rigby from their own 48. 5 receivers in the pattern movement. Before we get going, here come the flags. A false start on the Trojans.
Yeah, move back that up. And at this point, do not mess this up. You have a chance to stuff them, get the ball back. And I think Meridian can move the ball. If you're Rigby right now at this juncture in the game, you got to say, look, it's too early. We're not going for it on 4th down. We're only down 1 score.
Yep, totally agree. Yeah.
Let's just, don't turn the ball over on this end of our end zone. But, hey, they've shown other things. They've gone for 4th and long.
They tried an onside kick, so who knows? 3rd and 27 now. Empty set for Reynolds. Running out of time. Here comes the blitz. Reynolds steps up, delivers a pass complete at the 45. They'll be well short of the 1st down, but Flowers once again avoiding a sack. A 4th down in 12-ish coming up for Rigby. Across midfield to the 42.
And they are going to go for it. I mean, it's almost like they made up their mind before this game that they were not going to go for it. They were not going to punt the ball.
An aggressive mindset. They're going to go for it.
Here you go.
4th down and 12. 2-by-2 set. McCullough, the running back, standing to Flowers left. Whistles. Timeout taken by Rigby.
Yeah, you got to think about this one. You got to do it, Coach. You got to say, what are we looking at doing here? What are we trying to accomplish? We've shown that we can stop them on defense. Came up with a turnover. In fact, Flowers is down there holding his hands up, saying, "Hey, what was wrong with that play? I mean, what's going on?"
And whether you're looking for ways to increase your home security or just need to create a safe place for your pet to play, you could trust Robel Fence. For more than 45 years, Robel Fence has built stunning fences for homeowners in the Treasure Valley. From chain link to ornamental iron, vinyl, cedar. You can do it all with Robel Fence. Call them 208-571-6800. RobelFence.com to schedule your free estimate today. And nobody wants or expects accidents, but when they happen, since 1982, Mike Smittiger Auto Body has been there to take the stress out of the accident process with the start-to-finish guarantee. They'll take care of all the insurance, restore your vehicle to pre-loss condition, and guarantee those repairs for as long as you own the car. Mike's Smittiger Auto Body, 4660 Chinden Boulevard, BoiseAuto.com. Mike's Smittiger Auto Body, a proud supporter of high school student athletes. We also want to thank Bob's Bicycles on Fairview in Boise, family-owned since 1979. Their selection of mountain bikes, road bikes, BMX cruisers, comfort bikes, second to none. Whether online or in-store, bobsbicycles.com. Bob's Bicycles there on Fairview. All right, here we go. 4th down and 12. 9:39 to go. Again, 2-by-2 set for Flowers in the shotgun. McCullough to Flowers' left. Flowers to throw. They need 12. Flowers stepping up to the near side. He got it! Dropped that one in the bucket. 1st down Rigby.
Boy, and I guess if you have a Division I quarterback,
may as well use him.
Might as well use him and throw to the sideline and say, if it's not going to be my guy, it's not going to be anybody. Threw that one on a dime, and I'm shocked. I'm shocked at that coverage, and they only rushed the 4. Pressure's how you beat these guys, and they have not shown much pressure in the second half.
That was a next-level throw for Flowers. 1st and 10 now from the 32. Passes incomplete. Flowers under pressure. Was trying to just get rid of that one. Was looking for Benedict.
Yeah, and they blitzed Ryan Corder on that one, and that's just one play too late. Yeah. They should have blitzed him one play before that
right.
to get the exact same result, but obviously they didn't, and here we stand, 2nd and 10. But, going back to that previous play, what a gutsy call. I mean, it's 4th and 12, but you're in the state championship. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down by 7. You have this incredible quarterback that has pinpoint accuracy. Why not?
Yeah.
I would have punted it. That just shows why I'm not
sure.
the head coach right now.
9:28 left to go. 2nd and 10 from the 32. Flowers empty set, trips left, twins right. Flowers directing traffic at the line of scrimmage. Now steps back to the 31. He'll throw on 2nd down. Flowers over the middle, pass, caught Packer across the 10. Lost the football. It's loose at the 1, and Meridian picks it up.
Wow, and I saw that one coming. There was a load truck coming in from the far sideline, and that was Mason Mayer, the defensive back, came flying in, and he just lowered his shoulder, and he put his head right on the ball. And you know what? Flowers made an incredible read, and they were doing exactly what they should have been doing on that one, going over the middle of the field where the linebackers couldn't chase those speedy receivers, came up with a big fumble, and Meridian, easy recovery.
Meridian taking over at their own 4-yard line. 9:17 left to play in this one. The Warriors holding on to a 7-point lead.
So, Meridian, do you have a 9-minute drive in you? I think they may
might.
have done it
They
before.
might. Wing T formation on first down. They try the left side. This is going to get pushed up to the 10. That's a good first down play for the Warriors. It's a pick of about 7.
Yeah, and breathing room. And you know what I like? They went right to Riley Byington, said, hey, buddy, you need to give us some breathing room on that one. Byington, pretty sure-handed. He was hanging on to the ball because you're seeing these Rigby defenders now. They're reaching for the ball. They're trying to pry it away. Meridian's going to have incredible ball control on this drive as the clock keeps ticking down.
Under 9 minutes to play now. Ball sitting at the 11. It's a 2nd down and 3 for Meridian. As they try the right side again out of that wing T formation, it could be just enough for a first down. As trying to pick up the back in that one in the heap of bodies.
It was Byington again, yeah.
Okay.
And you know what? Just enough for the first down, and Meridian's just okay with that. They're perfectly fine with just running this clock down, taking a couple of plays and grabbing these barely first downs. We'll call them barely first downs where it's by a yard or two, and it just gives them more downs to grind this clock out.
And Rigby has a big problem with that clock running. It's now approaching the 8-minute mark. Meridian, obviously no problem with it. Wing T formation once again. They try the right side. This one pushing across the 15 to the 16, as that was Del Rio on the carry.
Yeah, they just went around to that right side again. That wasn't the lead play. That was kind of the counter coming across. Lead play typically runs a little bit more north-south on that, but, you know, they're counting on this Rigby defensive line being worn out at this point, and they've shown a ton of spunk. I mean, I say a ton, and that's kind of a cliche word, but, you know, they don't rotate a lot of guys on the defensive front, and they have been leaned on and run on all game long.
2nd down and 8. 7.5 minutes to go now. So they try it up the middle. This is going to get pushed forward all the way across the 20, down to the 24, just shy of a first down, but a 3rd and short coming up, as that was St. Michel on the carry straight up the middle. 3rd and 1 coming up.
Yeah, the quick hitter again right up the middle, and St. Michel's done a good job with that. And when you're in that situation as the runner, it's just one cut. You have one chance, or you're running at one angle. You don't have a lot of opportunity to make a lot of elusive moves, so you got to make it count and run downhill.
3rd down and 1. 7 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Meridian breaking huddle, wing T formation. As they try it up the middle. This one stuffed at the line of scrimmage. We'll see if they got enough. They only needed a yard. I think he's short.
I don't think he got it. We'll see.
Byington on the carry for Meridian. It's a 4th down. Oh, boy, decision time now for Meridian. It's a 4th and maybe half a yard.
They're going to punt it, but if it's
6.5 minutes to go, clock is moving, under 6:20 now, and whistles, I think we're going to get a timeout.
Yeah, timeout on this one, and this is a tough call because if it's me, they have not run a quarterback sneak with Zeke Martinez all game. And it's a half yard. And now would be a great time to do it, but they haven't even touched it. And, you know, if that's not in their repertoire, it's not in the repertoire. But I would say it's pretty easy to do. All you do is give the goose and the pinch on the backside and tell the center to just give it to you.
Meridian comes out punt formation now. They need maybe half a yard. But the ball is sitting at their own 24. Clock still moving, approaching the 6-minute mark. Rigby, for the moment, appears that they're going to get the ball back. This game is just flying. Under 6 minutes to go. Snap a little high, and Rigby almost got to it. It is a high punt, short punt. Calling for the fair catch at the Meridian 45 is Rigby, and a short field coming up now for the Trojans.
And that's exactly why you don't do it. They almost snapped the ball over Reynolds' head. Luckily, he's a great athlete, basketball player, was able to track that down, but it was a short 20-yard punt. And if you get the first down, you get the first down. If you don't, then you're within spitting distance of the same thing. I'm a little baffled why you wouldn't go on it with 4th and short, but again, they've trusted this defense all season long. They've given up less than a touchdown a game. Obviously, that's changed this game, and now they're leaning back on them again for the remainder of this game.
5:51 left to play. It's a 7-point game. Rigby with the football. 1st and 10 at the Meridian 45. Flowers shotgun set, quads to the near side. They run it McCullough up the middle, left side. McCullough gets to the 41.
Yeah, and there's plenty of time, right? 5:45 left in this fourth quarter. It's not like they have to – it's a race against time or anything like that. But you see it ticking down, and then if they don't score and, say, Meridian gets the ball back, then you start having problems.
It's a pickup of about 2. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 8. Under 5.5 to go. Rigby needs a touchdown. Twins right, single left for Flowers. McCullough standing to Flowers' left in the shotgun. Man in motion, Peck to the near side. Play action. Flowers down the far sideline, incomplete. Was throwing that one for Packer.
Yeah, Ryan Corder came off the edge that time. Saw that he wasn't going to get there. He disrupted the direction of that pass. Flowers had to throw it high and outside to get over the hands of Ryan Corder. Caused the incompletion on that one. Now you're at 3rd and long again, but don't expect them to punt. So they have 2 downs at this point
2 downs
to get the
8
first
yards.
down.
Sure. Clock stops at 5 minutes, 11 seconds. It's a 3rd and 8 from the Meridian 42 for Rigby. Trips left, McCullough to Flowers' right. 3rd down and 8. Flowers to throw, rolling near side. Flowers throws on the run, pass caught at the 30. And that is going to be enough for a first down for the Trojans, as making that catch for Rigby, Steffler.
Yeah, Steffler just settled in, and they rolled the pocket out to the right, and Flowers, that was an easy pitch and catch for the first down. There was not a man within 5 yards of him.
I'm just so impressed with Flowers as a quarterback.
Yeah,
cool,
absolutely.
calm, collected, makes the throws when his team needs them.
Yeah, best quarterback in the state right now.
Without a doubt, for sure. 1st and 10, pistol set for Flowers. Now at the Meridian 25. Man in motion to the near side. It's Gamino. Gamino, catch on the run towards the near side. Steps out of a tackle to the 20. He's near a first down.
Yeah, same thing. You run the man out there in the motion to that far side. Ball is going to go to him every single time. They tried to cut that. The defense back tried to cut that and get underneath to make the tackle soon, but the receiver – I believe that was
Zabe Falvey. I apologize. Said it was Gamino. It was Falvey.
Falvey, okay. So I think that was Packer out there that made a good block that allowed him to pick up that yardage.
2nd down and 1. 4 minutes, 19 seconds to go. Clock moving. Trips right for Rigby as they sit on the Meridian 21. They go on the ground. McCullough, far side. McCullough throws a stiff arm near the first down. I think he got it. Just across the 20. It may be just enough for a Rigby first down. 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, 4 minutes to go. Clock does stop, so that's a
he's
first
short.
down.
No, now they gave it to him.
Yeah.
They originally marked him short.
Yeah, and I didn't question that. I mean, they would have had, 2 more downs to
Sure.
get a couple of inches on that one.
4:01 to go. 1st and 10 for Rigby. Now operating in the red zone at the 20. Trips right, pistol set for Flowers. Flowers now looking towards the sideline for the call from the bright green hats here on the near sideline. Flowers now resetting. As they go to the ground, McCullough up the middle. McCullough breaks a tackle to the 10, and that's another first down for Rigby. 1st and goal coming up with 3.5 to go.
Yeah, this is eerily looking a lot like the Rocky game last week where they hung
it
around, and then the running game started working towards the end.
1st and goal, Rigby no huddle. McCullough to the ground, right side, picking up just a couple. 3:25 to go. Clock is moving. Rigby 2 timeouts. Meridian with 2 timeouts as well. Rigby here on the blue has to put this thing in the orange paint. Trips right. Ball sitting on the near hash. Flowers. Play action. Screen pass to the near side. Steffler stopped at the 6. 3rd down coming up now. Clock under 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, same thing again. We're going to let our guy go out there. We're going to throw the swing pass to the far sideline. You have to come up and make a stop with the receivers moving forward and making the block downfield. Just wasn't able to escape that time.
3rd down and goal. Clock moving. 2:40 left to go. Flowers with trips left, single right.
Watch this far side. They're going to throw it.
Flowers with the ball on the near hash. Man in motion coming to the near side. Flowers looking near side. Pass is deflected. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. No flags. Flowers was looking to that far side, like you said, Ryan, and now comes to the play of the game to this point. 4th and goal from the 6. 2:24 left to go. Rigby has come up with big plays almost every time they've needed them. A timeout taken by the Trojans. They need one here once again. I want to thank Big Judd's, and they're one of the most fun and unique dining experiences in Idaho. They hand make their burger patties every day with only fresh and local produce, and of course, Big Judd's only uses Idaho potatoes for their fresh cut fries. By the way, if you're up for a challenge, try the Big Judd special world-famous 1-pound burger with all the fixings plus a basket of large fries. Finish it in less than 30 minutes. Get your picture on the Wall of Fame. Stop by and say hi. Big Judd's over there on East Overland Road in Meridian. Don't forget to check Big Judd's out online, BigJuds.com. Big Judd in Meridian, proud supporters of high school athletics. Also want to thank Donna Jenka over there at PacRes Mortgage. PacRes Mortgage is committed to working with their clients' never give up mindset. Donna is a native Idahoan and has worked in mortgage lending for 25 years. PacRes Mortgage, licensed in 33 states, and their professional in-house financing streamlines the process. Stop by 119 East Calderwood Drive in Meridian, 208-693-7145 today. PacRes Mortgage, proud supporters of Meridian Athletics. Here we go. Both teams on the field. 2:24 left to go. 4th and goal from the 5. Twins left for Flowers. On the near hash, Flowers to throw. Now rolling to the right. Flowers is going to run. Flowers in the end zone. Touchdown, Rigby! Luke Flowers doing it himself. Rigby, every time they've needed a play, they have got it. And now they're an extra point away from tying this game.
Yeah, and I'd be shocked if they kicked it at this point. Luke Flowers held on to that ball. He had a lane in front of him, and I just kept thinking, you got to step up and make the play. I bet they go for the win. They'll go for the kill shot right here and rely on their defense. What have they not taken a shot, taken a chance in the second half right now? They will go for 2, absolutely. They're going to get their best play out there. And you know what? Meridian actually had the right play on that, the right defense, had the right call. They just didn't account for the man with the ball, Luke Flowers, running it and hanging on to it.
And you're right, Ryan. Here comes the 2-point conversion. 2:23 to go. This is for the lead. Flowers with trips to his left. Directing traffic at the line of scrimmage. Gamino, the deep back now with Flowers under center. They throw a screen pass near side. Packer got it! The 2-point conversion, he had to reach it across. He got it, and the Trojans have taken the lead.
Yeah, and they run that same play where the man just blocks. The thing is, you have 2.5 yards to block down the field, and those receivers blocked with the man coming in. It's just like a screen in basketball. They caught open, threw the ball behind him, and you could see that coming a mile away. If I were there, I would have been like, hey, just jump in front of this thing. But as is, they executed perfectly. And I told you they were going to go for it. They were going to go for the kill shot. This is the first time. This is the first time that they have that Meridian has. I believe this is the first time they've trailed all season.
You might be right about that. Meridian, a perfect 11-0 entering tonight. One final reminder: if you're an Idaho homeowner and have fallen behind on your mortgage because of the COVID-19 pandemic, help is available. The Idaho Homeowner Assistance Fund can help you get back on track. Check your availability today by going to idahohousing.com/HAF or call 888-991-2166.
So Meridian has to look themselves in the mirror and say, we have 2 drives deep in the defense in Rigby's territory that we didn't convert on. We had 4th and forever that we didn't hold them out on. We had 4th and goal from the 5, and we had them covered, and they scored a touchdown. We had them stopped on a 2-point conversion that we had them. Everything at this point, you can see how Rigby has no problem taking a chance. I don't even know if they have a punter on this squad. And at this point, why would you do it? I mean, it's lay everything out there. If you lose big, and if you win, you win. And they are. And if I'm being honest, skill-wise, they're probably not as skilled as Meridian. but they have coached and executed to an absolute perfection tonight.
Meridian kicking this one off from the far hash. Witherspoon, 2:23 to go. Meridian with 2 timeouts, needing at least a field goal. This kick on the ground going to be received at the 25. Here come the Warriors down the far side over the hash mark, brought down at the 41. A good return, 2:16 left to go. Here comes the Meridian offense, and for the first time probably all season, Meridian needs a score. They have been in the lead all year except right now.
Yeah, and here you go, Coach. Here you go, Coach. Let's pull your best plays, stuff you've been saving that you've been setting up the rest of the game for right now. This is it. You got to come down. You got to get a score, or at least you got to get within the 10-yard line in for at least a field goal attempt with any chance of making it.
2:16 to go. 3 receivers will be in this set for Meridian. Martinez in the shotgun set. Martinez to throw, coming to the near side. Martinez, home run ball, down the middle of the field, just overthrew his man.
Oh, and he had him. He had him on that post play. Freeze got wide open. He made one little step. I mean, it was just a deep post. There was no safety help, and Martinez took the ball, dropped back. He didn't have to do anything. All he did is just look downfield, and he just let it rip. And it's deceiving. Martinez has a good arm, and you don't expect him to throw. I mean, he overthrew him by 5 yards.
Second down and 10. 2:11 to go now. Same set for Meridian here on this second down. Twins left, single right for Martinez. Running back to his right. Martinez going to throw. Near side passes caught. Deary across midfield to the 40, and he's brought down at the 39. That's a first down for the Warriors. Now with 2:03 to go, clock temporarily stops to reset the chains. 2 timeouts for the Warriors. Rigby has 1.
Yeah, and this is not panic mode. You have so much time.
No huddle here for Meridian. Same set. Here come flags.
Yeah, that's offsides on the nose tackle, defensive tackle. Yeah, there it is. He was just lined up offsides. His hand was past the ball. I don't know why he's complaining. So that's another 5 yards. That's an easy 5. And what that does, that actually allows and opens up your playbook. You don't have to worry about the first down at this point, knowing that you probably have that in the bag.
Yeah. And they're going to spot the ball at the 34 now. So you're starting to approach field goal range. Again, this is a 1-point game. So a field goal could win it for Meridian.
Yeah, I don't leave it up to a field goal in this temperature and the field goal kicker. I mean, I would say let's just punch this ball in.
Martinez, shotgun set. He'll throw. Near side pass, caught at the 20. Byington across the 25, and he might be out of bounds.
Yes.
He is out of bounds at the 24.
Yeah, and they've run that play all season, and we have not seen it tonight. That's Byington just releases, runs a quick out, and then the receiver in front of him clears the defender that should be picking him up because they have to respect the downfield route.
1:48 left to play. 1st and 10 for Meridian from the Rigby 24. The Warriors trailing by just 1.
Yeah, Zeke Martinez, sophomore quarterback, ton of varsity experience, but just a sophomore.
Twins right. Martinez to throw. Martinez has time. Ball pops out. It's intercepted, and Rigby is going to take this one all the way back. Inside the 15. Touchdown, Rigby. Jack Bodero. 1:33 to go. Meridian still in it, as this for now is a 1-score game with the 7 points. But that was big. This Rigby defense just coming up with play after play.
Boy, hung around, didn't they? They hung around. 2 scores down, now up by a touchdown. All game long, they've just been finding ways to get in it and win. I mean, this is what a champion does. When you're down, you don't panic. You get a better game plan, and you execute. And you can see the Meridian just dejected, coming in perfectly clean on the season, just demolishing people and running into and I wouldn't even say a brick wall. I would just say a very opportunistic Rigby Trojan team. I mean, they just took a pick 6, fumble 6, whatever, scoop 6. But at this point, I mean, hey, you gotta hand it to Rigby. They've made the plays when they've needed to. They hung around
every time.
They've hung around to execute every single time. We saw it last week. We saw it this week. It feels the exact same.
Yeah,
it feels the exact same, just on a bigger stage.
This right now is a 7-point game.
Oh, they're going to go for 2. You got to go for 2.
They're going to go for 2.
That's the kill shot. As soon as that's done at that point, you got to say, hey, Meridian, thank you. You showed up. You gave us a heck of a game. We're going to head back to Eastern Idaho with another crown.
And we'll see what they decide to do.
Boy, and you can look back at a couple of plays. So Zeke Martinez.
They're going to kick the extra point. Instead of going for the kill shot, a 2-point conversion would have made it a 9-point game.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. This is backward logic from everything that he's ever done.
Yeah,
Coach
really
Armando, everything
is.
he's done to this point, this is backward logic, but you know what?
Witherspoon off for the point after going back to that touchdown. Bordero. Martinez, it looked initially like it was going to be a strip sack, and then Bordero just caught it. So it's going to go down as a pick 6 for Bordero. As we wait for the point after. This will make it an 8-point game. So Meridian with 1:33 left to go. Snap, holding, kick on the way. Flags on the field. Meridian may have jumped.
Yeah,
and boy, if they did, I would go for 2.
Absolutely. Here they go. Look at the offense running them out.
Yep, here they come. So Meridian offsides. Off comes the field goal unit. On comes the offense. They moved this ball from the 3 to the 1.5-yard mark. 1:33 to go. Meridian with 2 timeouts. A 2-point conversion would make it a 2-score game and effectively would end it.
Yeah, Meridian, boy, you saw him on the far side. I want to say, I can't get a number on it, but it looked like it was Carson Gooley, the linebacker, coming in from the on the near side. Hey, look, you don't block kicks. It just doesn't happen from the outside, so why would you even attempt to do it? That's just frustration setting in for this Meridian team.
Power pistol set on this 2-point conversion for Flowers. Camino, the deep back. They give it to Camino, left side. I don't know if he got it. He didn't. The Meridian defense making a stand, and the Warriors aren't done yet. 1:33 to go. They need a drive and not even a 2-point conversion. A 2-point conversion would win it. They need a touchdown and an extra point for the tie. This game, all kinds of twists and turns as we go along.
Well, I just written them off. I said they were done.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Boy, you got to breathe a little bit. There's a little bit of life that still is left. A little breath of life. I've missed a word there. A little breath of life left in this Meridian team. And as soon as they get the ball back, then you got to start thinking about, okay, what kind of downfield throws can Zeke Martinez realistically make? We have 2 timeouts. We're going to have about $1:30 left, or $1:28, right around there, left on the clock, and then you're running your 2-minute offense. I think realistically, because they're probably going to do a squib kick, you get the ball at the 40-yard line. That is not out of the equation to run down this field and make a score. Now, typical Rigby fashion, they say, all right, beat us. We're gonna try and beat you. We're gonna be offense. We're gonna be aggressive. I wouldn't be surprised if they kicked an onside kick here. You remember they did?
Yeah, they did try that.
They did try that. And remember the game versus Rocky? Rocky actually kicked it and pelted one of the guys. One of the up men was able to jump on the ball.
Yeah. So 1:33 to go. Remember, Nathan Reynolds, one of the deep men for Meridian, does have a big kick return here tonight. Didn't take it all the way back to the end zone, but he almost did.
Yeah, and if you would have the game, we'd be looking at a completely different ball game, because at that point they didn't even get in. They didn't get in the end zone. They weren't able to punch it in. They had the big penalty. They got them out of effective field goal range for them, and no points came of it.
You just get the feeling that we're going to get another twist and maybe another turn. 1:33 to go. This ball teed up on the far hash for Witherspoon. Del Rio and Reynolds, the deep men, standing back at their own 10. Witherspoon, line drive kick. Del Rio's going to take it on a hop at the 15. Here he comes down the near sideline. Del Rio looking for a seam across the 35. He lost the ball, and Rigby recovered it. We'll see if they give it to him. He might have been down, waiting for a signal. It's Rigby ball.
Rigby ball. That's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. You take 2 knees, 3 knees, and you're done. Boy, that's a heartbreaker.
Wow.
Del Rio, 2 fumbles tonight, and he's been very, very good for this Meridian team all season long, and it's not like him to fumble the ball. He actually made a great grab because it bounced in the right in front of him, took a bad hop, but he was able to jump up and grab the ball. Boy, talk about dejected. This was the run they built for this season. This was Meridian's year to win the state championship, and everything they did leading up to this game, 11-0, to come away with this has got to be heartbreaking.
1:27 to go. Meridian with 2 timeouts. Rigby with the ball at the 36. Flowers, ace back formation, twins right, single receiver left as they run it on the ground. McCullough to the 30. McCullough still on his feet inside the 20. McCullough brought down at the 8. That will probably do it.
Yeah, probably do it, McCullough. I mean, the problem that you run into is because you're so bunched up there, you're stiff, you're dejected. They hand the ball off, you're going for strips, you're trying to take the ball away from them and just not wrapping up. And they didn't wrap up, and it looks like they're not even going to take the timeout. They're going to let this clock run. Meridian is essentially conceding this game.
Warriors still with 2 timeouts. It's not enough, though. Clock is now approaching the minute mark and running. The Rigby Trojans, they've just made play after play after play for the last 2 weeks, and now victory formation on the blue. Flowers takes a knee at the 8. Clock under a minute now with 45 seconds.
Yeah, 1 play left, 1 knee, and this game's over. And, boy, you got to hand it to him. Rigby, 2 years in a row, has eliminated or beat Meridian in the playoffs in what has essentially been one-possession games. Just absolutely phenomenal football and great coaching. I mean, this is Coach Zamberlin, one of the best out there in the state, but tonight he and his crew just got a little bit out-coached.
Flowers, another knee, clock down to 15 seconds, and that is going to do it. The Rigby Trojans back-to-back here tonight on the blue. Their 3rd state championship in the last 4 years, a program that's only been in the 5A class for 7.
Yeah, Rigby Trojans, your 5A state champion in the state of Idaho, playing top-tier football, and they did it via coaching, execution, and fantastic quarterback play. Luke Flowers just put on a clinic tonight, dropping dimes left and right, making fantastic reads, doing everything necessary, including the final touchdown of the game where he took it in with his feet. Touchdown, took it in with his feet for the touchdown that led to the win. The Rigby Trojans coming away with the state championship.
Back-to-back state championship games, and again going through Meridian to get there. Last time these 2 teams met last year in the playoffs, game went to triple overtime. Tonight, Rigby just held on, and when they had an opportunity to strike, they did just that, and they are going back to Eastern Idaho as 5A state football champions. We'll take a timeout here on IdahoSports.com. Bring you our IdahoSports.com player of the game presented by the Idaho Transportation Department on the other side of this and wrap things up. A dandy tonight from the blue. Rigby, your 5A state champions, winning this one 28-21.
Yeah, I know a little something about myths. Like the myth that speeding isn't dangerous. Oh, and that myth you can tailgate at a safe distance. Or that you could safely weave in and out of traffic. Don't be fooled by myths. You'll get yourself into a hairy situation. Stay focused on the road. Be a legend like me. Have you heard the one about Charlie over at Pay Lake?
Look at that. The unmistakable swagger of someone fully covered with health insurance through Your Health Idaho.
Health yeah!
Enroll by December 15th and you could qualify for quality health insurance starting at $0 a month.
Dear gas prices, go take a hike. Toyota is the #1 retail brand for electrified vehicles for 22 years. Think you can stand in my way? We got this. Toyota Hybrids. Toyota, let's go places.
I am Kevin, and I'm from Idaho Falls. It's important for the disabled to be vaccinated because of COVID. I chose to be vaccinated because I didn't want to be sick or in the hospital. Getting the vaccination, my experience was painless and worth it. It was a very wise choice.
Taking the hard path isn't always easy. It takes courage and determination to do hard things. Quitting tobacco and vaping is possible.
You decide when. We'll show you how. Learn more at projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Hello?
I was in an accident.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I had my seatbelt on.
Back here for the post-game show here high atop the blue here at Albertson Stadium. The Rigby Trojans somehow, someway, coming up with play after play. Right when they needed them the most, they're your 5A state champions. Once again, back-to-back state champions. Their third state championship since the 2019 season. They went through Coeur d'Alene up at the KB Dome. Last year they went through Highland at Holt Arena, and tonight they go through Meridian here on the blue. 3 state championships at all 3 major venues across Idaho.
Yeah, and they did it just it's starting to become the Meridian or the Rigby style. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me, you remember when the Patriots made the run 2007, undefeated, right? Who could touch them? And towards the end, they were playing not to lose, as you mentioned earlier. Yeah. And Rigby, just very opportunistic, like the New York Giants won when they knocked them off in the Super Bowl, and it just had that feeling to it. Meridian needed to do just a little more. Remember when I said that they needed to they got the monkey off their back, they kind of broke the ice a little bit, and they were able to maybe play a little bit looser. Well, then they tightened right back up again.
Yeah, and for Meridian, this one has just got to sting. They entered tonight 11-0. They have beaten every 5A power on this run except for Rigby. They have 2 wins over Mountain View. They have a win over Rocky. They have a win over Highland. The only 5A power they are missing from that stretch is Rigby, and that is what stood between them and a perfect resume here tonight.
Yeah, perfect resume. And you know what? We got to hand it to them. We'll talk about Rigby in just a second, but we got to hand it to Meridian. They did all kinds of things. They did it unconventionally. They ran a different offense. They confused teams. They did things differently, and they did it with a sophomore quarterback. They ran out some junior running backs. They had all-world linebacker Nathan Reynolds playing like a stud all season long, and it just got down to this championship game, and they weren't able to make enough plays or finish enough drives. They had some absolutely critical turnovers that they just needed back. If they would have held on to a couple more of those, the face of this game would have been completely different.
Yeah, the Rigby whole team now sprinting to the near sideline, holding up that 5A state football championship banner, has a nice big old 2022 on it, standing right in front of their student section, linking arms, singing the alma mater here tonight on the near sideline, right in front of their student section, a sight to behold there on the blue. Well, one thing left to do for us here tonight, it's award our IdahoSports.com player of the game, presented by the Idaho Transportation Department. The Rigby quarterback, Luke Flowers, he's already got an offer from the University of Arizona. After tonight's performance, more might be on the way.
Yeah, and it's tough for a lot of these guys from Idaho to get a bunch of offers because they don't get the coverage or the stats, the national stats, but Luke Flowers impressed. Started back during the summer. He went to Sacramento State camp, and he impressed a lot of the Pac-12 coaches. And then throughout this season, just proved himself time and time again, and he proved himself on the biggest stage tonight. 5A high school state championship, and he just dropped dimes, and he threw balls. And you know what? He's actually following up another great quarterback that came through the Rigby program, and Tiger Adolfo, and he filled in just nicely. He did a fantastic job, threw great touchdown passes, showed great poise throughout the whole game. He is absolutely the player of the game.
Yeah, and you go back to what was probably the play of the game. It was a 4th and goal from the 6. Flowers, who's just a gunslinger, pocket passer, delivers the ball with absolute precision, had that 4th and 6. Meridian had the end zone blanketed. There was nowhere to go. Flowers was rolling to that near side, decided to tuck it and run. They needed 6, and Flowers got about 7.5. And that was the touchdown that eventually gave Rigby the lead. The Trojans then went for 2 with under 2 minutes or around 2 minutes to go. And Brady Packer on a screen pass. Again, got just enough for the 2-point conversion. Jack Boudreau then the pick 6 on the ensuing Meridian drive to put the Trojans up 7. And then the play that sealed it, the fumble recovery, Del Rio fumbling on the ensuing kickoff for Meridian. Rigby recovered. Bing, bang, boom. Another state championship is going back to Eastern Idaho.
Eastern Idaho, and they deserved it. They played like champs. They played not to lose. They played loose the whole game. They didn't freak out. They didn't panic when they got down, and they just played their game to the end, and then were just opportunistic the whole game.
Yeah, want to give a big shout-out to Logan Green tonight on our IdahoSports.com team. He's been working the sidelines here at Albertson Stadium. Lots of great content going up on our Instagram page. Be sure to check that out. Follow IdahoSports.com on Instagram, as well as Facebook and Twitter as well. Any final thoughts here wrapping up the 2022 Idaho high school football season?
Well, I don't think you've seen the end of both of these teams. I mean, we talked about Zeke Martinez. He's a sophomore quarterback, tons of varsity experience. Riley Byington, Del Rio, both of those guys are both juniors. You have some offensive linemen who are underclassmen. Defense, some of the defenders are juniors. I think they're going to have a little tougher time reloading, but this was the year they built up to it. But I think that they're going to be able to come back and the Meridian team and play very well next year. You hate to move on to next year, but you kind of have to do it if you're Meridian. If you're Rigby, celebrate the heck out of this thing. You just won back-to-back. You won almost an improbable game that you probably had no right winning, but your coach kept you in there. They called the right plays. They called everything that they needed to do. They were gutsy when they needed to be gutsy, and they came out with the win. And you know what? Luke Flowers is only a junior. Yeah. And you know what? They played a lot of juniors on this team and sophomores too. So I don't think you've seen the end of both of these teams. It should be a phenomenal offseason for Rigby. And if you are Meridian, you just put your head down and go back to work and say, we got next year.
Yep. A lot of talent coming back for Meridian, as well as Zeke Martinez leading the charge there, the quarterback for Meridian. But for Rigby, they rolled the dice often tonight. Never rolled snake eyes. They took some chances. Not all of them worked out, looking at that onside kick. But when they did roll the dice and they needed 6s, they got them. So this has been an IdahoSports.com game stream production of the 2022 Idaho High School State Football Playoffs. Tonight's coverage of the 5A State Championship game on IdahoSports.com, presented by Project Filter, Your Health Idaho, the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, the Idaho Transportation Department, also brought to you in part by Valleywide Cooperative and your local Toyota dealer. I want to thank our power boosters tonight as well. Teton Auto Group, Eckerson Funeral Chapel, Idaho Drug, Briggs Steel, MVP Rentals, Upper Valley Orthopedics, Anytime Fitness in Rigby, as well as Meridian Plumbing, the College of Western Idaho, and Evade Pest Management. Local advertisers on board with us tonight include Howell Orthodontics, Steve's Hometown, Robel Fence, Mike Smittaker Auto Body, Big Judd's, Bob's Bicycles, and Pac Res Mortgage. That's out of Meridian, out in Eastern Idaho. We have Liberty GMC, Vol River Propane, Idaho Drug, Jab Construction Pro Pete, as well as Taylor Chevrolet, Upper Valley Orthopedics, Scotch True Value, Anytime Fitness in Rigby, Idaho Housing, as well as Kelly Canyon, Lava Hot Springs, and Brolims. Special thanks to the whole staff here at Boise State University for their hospitality and getting these games broadcast to you, the viewer. Congratulations once again to Luke Flowers, the junior quarterback for Rigby. Seeds turning to flowers tonight. He's your IdahoSports.com player of the game, presented by the Idaho Transportation Department. Rigby, back-to-back state championships here tonight. Their third in the last 4 years. They win it tonight 28-21. For Logan Green, Ryan, Luke, everyone behind the scenes here at IdahoSports.com, my name is Lucas Gephardt, and we'll see you in basketball season.
This has been a presentation of IdahoSports.com GameStreams. This broadcast is copyrighted to IdahoSports.com. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of IdahoSports.com is strictly prohibited.